Okay, so welcome back to the Rime with the Frostmaiden. I'm not quite sure what to call you guys yet. Order of the Big, XB Cooperative, XB Company, the XB Marxists. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see how it goes. So last time, you managed to liberate the Cauldron of Plenty from. Let me drag you across to the big map. From Targos, I think it was. Yes, Targos, and brought it back to Bryn Shander. Speaker Danashay of Bryn Shander worried about the political complications of this. Like it was in East Haven, now it's in Bryn Shander. No one really knew it was in Targos, so how did it get here? Did she steal it from East Haven? But she assures you that this is her political problem for which to deal with. So I ask you, mighty bands of adventurers who sound like they're settling on their names next week, what would you like to do?
I'm just trying to get my character up. Give me 2 minutes. 2 seconds.
Sure.
Tarvin expresses interest to head north to question the Druid for a potential slant cure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we also have the rumour in Bremen to go check out as well.
Can I do a quick medicine check on Tarvin just to see how imminent this slard thing is?
Sure, absolutely.
Alright, I'll try that. That come through?
Yeah, well, it did. That's the way to start a session. You've got no idea. Literally no idea what's going on. Could be tomorrow, could be a week from now, could be a month from now. Could be, in fact, that he doesn't have a slard in his chest. So I'll let you decide what you're going to do.
I'm not altogether sure whether it might just have passed. If you had a quite satisfying moment in the privy or something.
Hey, what the it says Black Cabin, chapter 2. Is that something like we should be ignoring?
No, that's where we think the Druid is.
Yeah.
And we heard another rumor about that, so that is somewhere we could head. So I was thinking that we should probably make our way through Termalaine to the Lonelywood, and then
To the Black Cabin.
we found out from Lonelywood there's a base to go towards this Black Cabin.
Well, maybe
No,
going straight north, avoiding Targos.
Yeah, I think so. My only concern is maybe we need to swing by the outskirts of Targos and let our friends on the inside know. I'm a bit scared that the speaker at Targos might take retribution on the two.
Friends on the inside. Oh, right, that's right. I wasn't there.
Garrett and his husband.
Garrett and his
Keegan.
husband.
Keegan.
Is that something that we feel might need to happen?
I'm wondering if oh gosh, what's her name? The speaker of Bryn Shander could send somebody to tell them.
That's a great idea. Or an acolyte of the Morning Lord.
That's another option.
We could ask Mede to go.
Kid, is that the kid?
Yeah, that's the kid. That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
sure.
And we can just cut north and avoid Targos as best we can.
Well, maybe Scal will go have a chat with the speaker first,
Sure thing.
and then we can take it from there. I'm just getting my notes up. What's the speaker's name?
The future.
Divisa Shane.
Divisa Shane, that's right. So he'll if everybody's cool with this idea, he'll go have a chat with Divisa Shane and see if she can at least send somebody to these people, somebody who wants to come who can remember their names that we're saving. My awesome notes.
Maybe take your guard, mate. He's the one who's got the most comprehensive notes.
Come on, let's have a chat with Vesa. Oh, like,
Okay,
um,
so we'll say that Scar and Cal, who have deep links in Bryn Shander and have a closer relationship with Duvessa Shane than most of you done, feel free if anybody else wants to come along. Of course, they're welcome to. But at the very least, Cal and Scar head up to Speaker Duvessa Shane. And she's frantically trying to talk to people. She's got lots of notes and bits and pieces going, "Oh, you're back. Oh, well, I think one of you said last time this cauldron is both a blessing and a curse. I can't agree more. This is going to feed my people, but oh my god, the politics are getting complicated. But as I said, this is my problem. Cal, Scar, what can I help you with?"
there's one more problem. Oh, sorry, mate, if you want to talk.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet
well-
gods, another problem?
Well, not a problem as such, but if you have got any people going by way of Targos and communicating with them, we'd appreciate you dropping this message that we've prepared to Garrett and Keegan, and they can be found quite near the southern entrance of Targos. We just need to know them to know that the speaker there possibly might be looking for retribution.
Okay, and if you suspect he's seeking to retribution, what are you suggesting they do?
We're warning them and inviting them to come here to the House of the Morning Lord.
Okay, well, if you think they're in trouble, then I'm sure that the House of the Morning Lord would welcome them, and particularly with your deep ties there, Scar, I don't imagine that's a problem. But sure, we'll send a messenger. I mean, messengers going back and forth quite often is, stock standard. So, of course, if you prepare the letter, I will pass it on to Garrett and Keegan.
Oh, can we send it now?
Of course, yeah.
Lovely.
And she shouts at some people and grabs the letter. I assume that you're prepared, and someone dashes off the Targos.
Cal's amazing at that. Yep, he sorted that out.
Okay. So with Garrett and Keegan being warned of the danger, what would you like to do?
Head back to the Morning Lord and grab the others and head north.
North.
Okay, define north. I mean, are you going to Bremen? You're just going to... remember with Bremen there was some type of sea monster that was targeting folks in Bremen. Termalaine, I believe you learned there was a mine there that they'd pay a lot of money to get reopened. And further on to Lonelywood, where there's a rather nice halfling lady who you could buy potions from. So which is the next town, I guess, is what I'm asking for. Termalaine or Bremen, I guess, is your options.
I'm thinking like directly north up to Lonelywood myself. If everybody's
Yeah,
good.
Lonelywood is the goal.
Shall we stop off at Termalaine though on the way?
Yeah,
Just to see
Yeah.
what's up. So it's like Termalaine, Lonelywood, and then I was actually hoping to make it all the way up to the Black Cavern, but
definitely.
yeah, so we'll go up via Termalaine. But we're trying to sort of cut through here,
Like
and
that,
go
right?
directly. Go,
That
yeah,
makes sense.
just avoid Targos.
Yeah.
Okay, so mounting up your axe beaks, you find a group of adventurers. You head along the east way. And as you're just getting on the outskirts of Targus, you take a dramatic step to the northeast, avoiding it, carrying along the well-travelled path until you reach Termalaine, which goes without incident. Let me bring Termalaine up for you as soon as I find it. There we are. So what's some of those people who have perhaps grown up around here in Termalaine? You do know some things about Termalaine. It's back in years gone past before this endless winter came around. It was considered one of the most beautiful towns to live in. It's right on the Shake of Mar Daladun and bordered to the north and west by tall pines. And yes, it's kind of an older village as well. It's got carvings of wizards, tigers, and smiling genes, which are like genies. And a lot of miners here. They mine a lot of gems here as well. One of the more bigger towns, about 600 people living here. That's big, but not huge. And as you just approach into town, seeing what the hell Termalaine's all about for those having to be here. You see two bundled up humanoids just talking to each other, wrapped in their deep furs, kind of shivering as a desperate way to keep warm. And when they see you, one of them waves and says, you seem entirely too prepared for trouble. Are you here about the mine?
Yeah, we've heard rumours that there's problems on the mine. What do you know about it?
Well, I know more than most. It's nice to meet you. I am Speaker Oris Matthew. It's a bit of a mouthful for the DM, but that is indeed my name. And you see this guy's a half-orc. From what you know about the speaker, he's a bit of a rough character. He's kind of bright. He has political enemies in town. He doesn't quite have the full support of the town militia. But he seems like a decent guy overall. Well, you asked me about the mine. Our gemstone mine is closed because of some type of kobolds or who knows what else. Quite frankly, I think some of our miners have dug in a little too deep, and creatures from deep below have invaded the mine as well. So, maybe we dug a little too deep, but worse than that, we think some kobolds have gone into it. And we sent a miner down a while ago, but he never came back. So a lot of people are fearing that A, what was dug up, maybe they dug too deep, and B, the kobolds. So we're offering a 50 gold piece reward to anybody who can go in there and clear out the mine. This will do wonders to the town, do wonders to the spirits, because, with this blasted winter, if it wasn't enough, with the gem mine being closed down, things have gotten from bad to worse. So what do you say? It's only about 30 minutes from here.
So are we just passing the Termalaine town hall at this point, or are we literally entering?
Also more when you're in the center of the township. Here, I'll put because he's not hanging out on the outskirts, I'll put a little marker here for you. Oops. Let's say you just wandered into town, not quite sure where to go, and you've ended up near the town hall where you bump into him.
I was thinking, if we were to do something like this, maybe you lot would have maps of the mine. I'm sure the mining company or whoever did the digging would have had at least initial maps of the original layout that we could have access to.
Well, I can give you and it's not a complicated mine, to be honest. I can give you a rough description of it. Says Malcolm, trying to find the map, which is in avoiding him just for the moment. Where's she gone? Well, the gem mine is 3 levels deep. I mean, there's not much need for a map. Down in the center of the mine is let's just say there's a pit in there that you don't want to fall down. It goes right down into the Underdark, and we think maybe this is where some creatures that are best left down there. So 3 levels is it's not much to map out, obviously, but just know that it's 3 levels deep.
What's the name of the miner who went down?
That would be Clovis. He went down, looked around, didn't come back.
Who sent him down there? Was he doing that on behalf of the company or the township?
More like he wanted to be the local hero, clear it out. So not sure what got him. Kobolds, maybe more unspeakable things.
What do you guys say?
Well, we're here. It'd be kind of rude to move on at this point.
Yeah.
Plus, it could be fairly lucrative. 50 gold piece, nothing to near it. And I'm a bit cautious though about this Underdark thing. That could be a little bit beyond our means.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't fall down the hole. Let's just put it that way.
I look over at our because you're what are you, Tarvin? Are you a what sort of elf are you again?
What sort of elf? I'm a drow.
You're a drow, so
Yeah.
you would have originally been from the Underdark.
Yes.
Have you-
Well, that's my heritage.
That's your heritage, but you've been. So you have not much experience in the Underdark then?
No, actually, I was born on the surface world.
Okay.
Can you see in the
Does
Underdark?
nods.
What was that question?
His accent is very surface world like.
Can you see down there?
Yes, I certainly can see down there, and I might know the odd language or two.
All right. Anybody speak dragon? Kobolds, I mean. I think they speak dragon if my brain is working proper.
Draconic. You don't speak Draconic?
Are you going to hold that against me? Is this racial?
No, it was just a genuine question. I mean, I speak.
might. Give me 3 seconds to look at my notes.
I speak Orc, so it's cool.
I do speak draconic.
That's what I figured.
I'll test it. You passed.
Always judge a book by its cover. Always.
Yep, well, I'm all for getting down the mines, but I do warn you, I don't want any singing high, ho, low, anything like that. Please, I find that offensive.
No, I speak Dwarvish. I sing Dwarvish. Don't worry.
Does the speaker have any access to potions of infravision or dark sight that we could borrow?
Well, I was just gonna bring that up. I mean, you have a dwarf here, nods at Kel, a high elf, nice to see you, my lady, a dark elf, and a half-orc. Then his eyes switch to both Scar and Bugs, and he says, I've never seen a Haragon be much use down a mine. I've never seen a Dragonborn being much use in a mine. I mean, you're going to have to find some other way to see down there. Torches are the obvious ones, but any stealth, any sneaking around the mine, just forget about it.
So that's a no.
No potions of dark vision, but you're going to have to find a torch. But if you're looking to sneak up on something, out of the question.
There's always the rope.
Yep.
The old rope.
Come in handy.
I have a torch that I can give someone.
I believe I have torches.
I'm sure I've got a torch. Have a
I've
look.
got a torch, but
I do.
Okay.
Is there a general store or a shop here, maybe, that could do potions?
Oh, well, let me just tell you, friend, says the speaker. No potions to be had here. It's speaking Nimsy might be your best bet up in Lonely Wood. You won't find any such luck here, friend.
All right. I reckon with 4 of the sticks with dark vision, I feel like we should risk it. We've got torches.
Yeah.
I'm
Malcolm,
game.
can Scar pass on his dark vision boon to somebody else, or is it only he can use it?
Only he can use it.
All right.
Did we not hear that?
I do have a spell.
That was
If
the
we
player
get,
chatting.
Yeah.
I've got a spell. If we get rumbled, if stealth falls apart, that can illuminate anything in a room.
Oh, cool.
As a cantrip.
No, Fairy Fire is a spell.
Okay. Well, you know my views on stealth. I think it's completely overrated.
Yeah, I think that with our 2 clunky boys plus a semi-clunky elf, let's go and clear it.
I can see in the dark, but I can only do that 3 times.
We just charge
Probably
in.
use a torch to begin with, at least.
Yeah, let's go in with a torch.
Yeah, I think we use a torch. I'm gonna wrap my rope around me just in case we want to get to a point where stealth is necessary.
Yeah, we can always stealth ahead, scope it out. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
do
go.
this.
Should we take the X-Peaks now?
Oh, shall we leave the experts in town?
Yeah, maybe
What's
the
funny?
speaker could find somewhere we could
Stable it.
put them away.
Yeah, I can stable your X-Peaks for you, and yeah, if you manage to solve it, I'll cover the costs of stapling of your X-Peaks.
Thank you.
Right.
And you just follow the path to the north of town there. You can find the gem mine. You can't miss it.
How late in the day is it, Malcolm?
I will say it's midday, something like that. Didn't take you that long to get from Bryn Shander.
Cool. That's right.
Are we allowed to keep whatever we find there?
Yeah. I mean, there are some mineral deposits around there, which is why we're mining it, of course. Feel free to do some mining yourself. Anything you find and keep is yours. But of course, the longer you mine, the more noise you make, the worse your chances are of, once again, stealth will be out the door. I'm not sure what your tactics are here, but yeah. It's a time game with mining.
If there was some way to seal the hole to the Underdark, would you want us to do that?
To seal it? Yeah, that would be great. I'm not sure how you'd manage it. It's a pretty damn big and damn deep hole, but if you could, that would certainly solve a lot of problems.
I don't know. I was just thinking out loud. Thank you.
Alright, off to work we go.
Oh, I heard that.
Nice one.
I've got high hopes.
So you head
Does it
off.
take place as we're walking?
You head off to the mine. It's about a 30-minute walk, not a big deal. The weather is bad, but that goes without saying. And when you arrive, an area around what is obviously the opening to the mine. It's an open tunnel in a hillside. And there be carts are parked near the entrance, near to which a crude wooden sign has been propped up. Written on a sign in charcoal are the words, "Kobolds only," in common.
Oh, I guess we turn around then. we're clearly not wanted here.
I mean, can I try this? Has anyone got disguise? Just in case.
I do actually. I have disguised self.
And
Yeah, I mean, you could. There's no harm in it, right?
I'll be a rather large kobold.
That's a scary, intimidating kobold to them.
Can you cast disguise self on a I don't know, a rabbit?
I am small. I'm not sure.
No, it's just yourself. It says it's self.
Yeah, it's called
Uh,
disguise self. You just-
It's right there in the description.
I have disguise
Right there,
it,
the
but I'm
title.
not sure if I have disguise self.
Is the group proposing that I disguise myself as a kobold and walk up to the mine alone to suss it out? Is that what you're saying?
I think if there's anything I know about kobolds, and I don't know much, is
Aye.
they love traps. Trapapalooza.
I could attempt to do a kobold voice too. Probably not so well. I could. If I tie you all up, I could pretend you're my prisoners.
That's exactly what I was thinking. If you're a big enough scary kobold.
With the knowledge that I think Scar has about kobolds and pointing out that they're notice for setting traps, which is certainly true. Something else pricks your mind, Scar, is that kobolds are also not the brightest creatures in the world, and they're not noted for their literacy. And then it strikes you, how the hell did they write kobolds only? You've never heard of a kobold writing anything. And the penmanship is reasonable as well. And that strikes you as very odd.
What strikes me as odd is that there is writing over here when kobolds are not very good at writing. They're a bit dumb.
Huh.
Well, I guess anything could have come out of that hole, right? So, is it fair to say that kobolds aren't normally disorganized?
I think so, yeah. Anybody who can't write probably can't organise themselves too well, although I think there are often leaders amongst them.
Oh, we do know.
I suppose it just takes
kobolds
one good leader.
worship dragons, right? As their ultimate.
Oh, I'm not going in first.
I think we might
Worship
have to
me.
go in. I think we might have to go in as a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm just little bit wary of the disguise thing, just because of the traps. Like, you can be as disguised as you want, but a trap's not gonna care.
I think. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I could, if you're going to take them in disguise, I could change into an animal that you're like a horse or something that you're using to get you somewhere, other than.
Imagine a kobold riding a giant spider. That'd be great.
Hey, why not? I mean, I don't have to be one of their kobolds. I could be an out-of-town kobold who's heard the great work that's happening here and has brought with him a gift.
The only issue I think that Scar is raising is that these might not be kobolds at all. They're not known for writing.
Likely the guards will be kobolds. That's my 2 cents.
I think someone's trying to play a trick.
Should we have a little bit of a look-see at least at the... so we're actually... Sorry, Malcolm, we're at the front. We can actually see the entrance.
Yep, this kobolds only is written directly above the entrance, so you could just walk straight into the mine if you wanted to.
So is it also up really high, which would make it real tricky for kobolds to put it there?
No, nope, not so high.
Okay.
It's just a sign next to the entrance.
Maybe
we,
get a Harrigan to have a look at the entrance to see if that's trapped at least.
Yeah, I
Before we
can
go.
do that.
At
Shouldn't be
the
too
same
dark
time-
entrance.
Yeah, could someone scout ahead? Is the landscape?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, is there somewhere they could approach in silence and stealth, or is it all flat and open?
It's fat and open going into the mine shaft, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. Okay. I just thought one of us could stealth up and check if there's any guards.
Would you like to
Are
do
there
that, Bugsy?
Footprints and all that sort of thing, yeah. If there's no guards, that is.
Okay, well, let's start with our footprints. Make me a survival check there, Scar.
I wanted to do that as well.
Okay, well, both of you roll independently then.
Oh, I found my footprint.
There hasn't been... you don't really detect any tracks. There've been... so there's 2 possible solutions with that survival. One, they've just been snowed over. Or B, people just haven't been coming and going.
Yeah, I share that with everyone.
Okay, or should we try stealth up and then check for traps?
Cool.
Okay, Bugs. Stealth check first. Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. To sneak right up to the entrance of this, fearing traps. Make me a perception check. You scout around looking for like a classic rock trap that'll fall on your head as soon as you're looking the other way, some type of tripwire, but nothing comes up. And Bugs, in your opinion, is perfectly safe the mine entrance is perfectly safe to enter into. Beyond that, you're not sure because of nothing else. You can't see jack down there. It goes pitch black.
With that being said, I just move to the side and do a little ear twitch because my ears are higher than my little paws, and hail them over.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we shall approach the entrance.
We all approach.
Okay, so you're all at the front there. Bugs, if you're going to go down, how are you going to see? Or are you going to put your...
my torch.
You'll use your
But
torch.
I've got my rope. It depends. Are we going in stealthily, guys, or are we just stuff it to stealth?
I'm okay at stealth, I suppose, but it's all down to the dice. And I haven't had a good run in past sessions, but I can see in the dark.
Okay. And Cal, are you... I mean, you can see by Bugs' torch regardless, but do you wish to add your blessing for the dark vision?
Like Shajias, is that what you were thinking?
Wasn't Shajaya, it was Scar.
Oh, did I say Shishai? I meant Scar. Yes, Scar. Are you activating that blessing that you got a couple of sessions ago? Or are you relying on Bugs' torch?
I might rely on Bugs' torch to begin with, and if we get in danger, then he'll switch on his
Sure.
So why don't we get Bugs to kind of bring up the rear so that we're a little bit further forward of him, sorry.
Okay.
If Bugs is carrying a yeah. Just thinking, I'm not very stealthy either. That's why I wasn't too fussed about.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If we want to go stealth, I won't have the torch on, but I'll need someone to hold a rope for me.
I think that we don't worry too much about the stealth. I'm more concerned about traps being found and sprung on us. If we're not doing the stealth, then we may as well have our beefy boys
Yeah,
at
if
the
we're
front.
not doing stealth, I don't mind being near the front to check for traps. They're not right at the front, but there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, let's go. Can Tarvin pull out his bow and just keep one cocked just in case?
Sure. Absolutely. So you all...
Scar will go by the light of if Bugs is near the front with him, then he'll just use Bugs' torch for now.
Okay. Oops. Boop, boop. And who am I missing? Okay, so you all head down. Let me just make sure. There we go. So,
what is the check for looking for traps?
I usually use perception. Some other DMs use investigation. Probably
My investigation is the one that's super high.
yeah. I'll say it should have been investigation, but you rolled high enough anyway. You didn't trigger trap when you go through, so investigation, we'll say. And this, you descend down, and this is what you see. As a general description of the mine, the ceilings are quite low, which makes sense. You only mine out what you need, and the tunnels have 7-foot high ceilings. Some of the more open areas, like as you come out of the tunnel to this sort of area, it gets like 12 feet, but very low ceilings. And as you enter this area here, you see just racks holding up picks and hammers and nailed to this wall of the small cavern, and the floor is covered with rock dust and tracks.
Cool. Who's our survivalist who can check out those traps? Tracks.
I've got 5 survival. Okay, I can have a look.
I've got +4. Maybe we could both have a little...
Let's both have a little look.
Yeah.
If only we could get a little bonus on this.
Some guidance of some kind.
Oh. Hi. Okay, shall I roll guidance right now?
Yep.
Shall I do that?
Yep, just a good old D4.
Uh-oh.
3, that's okay. So 18. So Melamak, with the help of Shajai's deity shining through and guiding you, you realize that you identify reptilian footprints mingled with human tracks, as well as a set of tracks that look like they belong to a pair of giant rodents. The reptilian tracks kind of fan out in all directions down this corridor, and the rodent tracks head off to the west. No, sorry, to the east.
So down this way here.
Yep. So kobolds everywhere. Well, reptilian footprints everywhere, and rodent prints heading off this way.
I passed that information on to everyone. Shall we? Which way do you head?
Was there any humanoid ones?
Yes.
Yeah, human.
Alright.
Reptilian footprints mingled with human tracks.
I see.
Reptilian.
So the humans went in all directions as well then.
Yes.
How awesome is that speaker? You won't be needing a map. We enter and there's three freaking junction area.
It's not complicated. Standard mine layout. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, my instinct says go north. That's what Tarvin says.
You want to? Let's stop some rats from getting us.
So do you guys want me to check for traps at each sort of hallway area, or?
I believe that would be good. Yeah.
Although having said that, we can speak Draconian and perhaps see what's going on with the kobolds. Whereas I certainly don't speak rat. If anybody knows how to speak rat, we won't be able to chat with the rats and see what's going on.
Yeah,
At level 3 I can, but not now.
I have not prepared the requisite chatability with animals.
I don't speak rat.
I don't think I can.
I think the only important question is, do they speak axe?
Oh, we carry from Cal. Because we might be able to figure out through the kobolds if we have a chat with them as to what the story is.
Are you suggesting we go south? One of these two?
Yeah.
South
That's my
or south
suggestion.
central?
Yeah.
I figure we're going to explore the whole mine, right?
I think so, yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. But rats could be a nice warm-up.
Kobolds are pretty useless too. I've crunched a few in my time. I think. I can't remember. Alright, so we're going to rat it.
How big would you say these rats are based on their footprints, Malcolm?
I think with a survival of, what was it, 18, they're about human size.
You mean height, or do you mean like if they were hunched over on 4 legs?
They're as long as a human is high, if that makes sense. Big ass rats.
gotcha.
There we go. This is my technical definition. Big ass rats.
They're were-rats. I don't know nothing about were-rats, but if they're were-rats, we might be able to talk with them.
Traps in here?
Not in your opinion, not with an 18. Cal, you do notice something, being a dwarf. You notice over here in this little depression here, fantastic spot for mining. And you notice some picks around as well. If you spent, mining is very much a numbers game. You need to spend time and hopefully you hit the big gemstone. But if you picked up a pickaxe and started mining here, you might something valuable.
We can leave you here, Cal.
No, don't split up the party, even though I'm getting a little bit of gold fever tingling. I do like
The
things.
urge.
Shiny.
Hey, Shajaya, do you want to be at the back, or do you want me to be at the back?
I shouldn't be at the back, I don't think, because I'm
I'll
not
stay at the back.
particularly strong.
Cool. Just setting our order.
Unless you spontaneous to a huge animal.
Is this a dead end? Oh no, I see a place down here. Bugs, do you want to check that entrance there and see if there's a trap? Get some guidance on it.
And
Oh,
am
you
I
walk
getting
into it?
guidance?
That's the question.
Absolutely are.
If in doubt, throw out a
Alright,
guidance.
there's next to it.
Oh, both of you rolled 2, so that's good. In your opinion, no traps there.
Hey guys, I'm pretty sure it's safe.
Oh, there's another
But it
junction.
swings off in 2 directions. Oh, 3 directions.
Hello.
I assume the ratties are that way?
You hear rushing water from the west, as if some type of underground river or something.
And the tracks, Malamute, where the rat's heading.
Down directly south from you, Scar.
Should we head this way? If we're still ratting it?
Yeah.
Oh god, it looks spooky in here.
Oh,
Especially
oh,
don't
wait.
like the way you can only see a few meters in front.
Yeah, I've got to wait up for Bugsy's light.
I didn't even think. That's right. I can see in the dark, so
You know what, Malcolm? I'll switch on my dark sight.
Okay.
He has a little prayer to the Morning Lord and sees it.
Okay. Okay, everybody stop right there. Thank you very much. Let me just sort out Scar's dark vision first. So you should be able to see independently of Bugs' torch now. As you go, speaking of Bugs' torch, I mean, as I said, it's very, very hard to stealth
Your dinner.
when you can't see. But as soon as you pop around this corner, these 2 giant rats boop, pop out. And they're going to take a bite at you, Cal, as you're leading the way there. And they're going to use their pack tactics, which means they get advantage against you because they're next to each other. But one of them rashes his teeth, tries to bite in you. Rolls a 19, which will hit Cal. The other rat goes in and tries to bite you as well and rolls a 23. So you're going to hit twice with these little rat bites and their little teeth, or big teeth, sink into you. And you, whoops, wrong button. And you take a total of 6 points of rat damage. Now, can everybody roll me into advantage, please?
And initiative.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what I said, but I meant to say initiative. Oh, look at those rats. Look at that. A beautiful 19. Love it. Okay. So, Bugs, you see these 2 rats, almost probably as big as Cal, jump up and just sink their teeth into him. And he reels back as both of them fall back and just blood gushes out of Cal's shoulders as they bite into him. What do you do, Bugs?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Shajaya, wait a sec.
Oh no. Okay.
Shajaya, what was your initiative? Oh, my goodness, 22. Nice. Led you in there, Shajaya.
Oh,
Bugs,
sorry,
yep.
I keep muting myself because I'm simultaneously getting my kids to get their dinner.
No problem, no problem.
Sorry.
But you're up next, Shajaya, but Bugs is up first. What you got?
I'm gonna come right here.
Yep.
Drop my torch by my feet so I can still see.
Okay.
And do dual rapiers attack on this one that attacked.
Okay. First one will be sneak attack damage if you hit. Yeah, that hits, absolutely. So that normal damage plus sneak attack damage. Oh man, you just eviscerate this rat and lets out a pathetic squeak and falls to the ground dead.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Oh, the other one was still rolling. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, that
Yeah, you
yours.
guys can get through.
Okay, cool. Cool. So slaughtering one of these creatures, Shajaya, what do you got?
Do we need to slaughter as many of them as we can? Because I could. Another one, isn't there?
There's 2.
Or, if I transform into something, I need to have a rest.
I wouldn't use your big spells on just little rats at the moment.
Okay, well, all I can do in terms of action is Thorn Whip, or which probably isn't as effective as C's weapon. Oh God.
You could use your Thorn Whip. Your Thorn Whip you can use as many times as you like, or you could use your bow.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Right, well, I'll have to move closer and try the Thorn Whip.
Sure.
Got enough space, enough movement.
Yeah, if you just get the other side of Tarvin there, you should be good. Just head south a little. Oh, yeah, even better. Yep.
Right, I will give that a go then.
Eat your dinner, kids. Mummy's got some rats to kill.
I did actually cook the dinner before that.
Yeah, that Thorn Whip absolutely hits.
Yeah.
So roll damage for that.
I'm rolling damage.
Yep.
You. Which is, can you help me with what
Yeah.
I do for that?
Just to the right of where you clicked on Thorn Whip, there should be something that says like
Oh, yeah,
DC.
I got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Got it. Sorry.
So you cast this Thorn Whip spell and reach out and whoosh, grab the rat. And you try and bring it closer to you, but there's no real space for it to get closer to you. But you do a lot of damage on it, and the rat screams out in pain, but is not dead. And it's looking around, not quite sure what just happened. There was a dwarf, but now there's all sorts of nonsense going on. Do you stay there, Shajaya?
I couldn't. Well, I'm going to have to. I can't move very far, can I? Who's next?
Tarvin. And just to be clear, if you moved there, away from the rat would get a free attack on you. Or if you moved there. So it's best to stay close. Okay, very good.
Please stay close then.
Okay. Tarvin, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna fire an arrow at this sucker.
Okay.
Go.
You have that ability, Kyle?
16
I
hits.
attacked twice. What was that, Malamuk?
You just have that. You have that ability.
I have the ability to attack twice. Yeah,
That first round thing.
that's correct. Thank you for reminding me.
Well, good news is a 16 hits. And the arrow shoots out of your bow, thumps into the giant rat, and just as you're about to kill it, is looking to dive into the river, but you get it before it gets there, and it just falls to the ground, pathetic, alone, and dead, never wanting anything more than a taste of a dwarf. But for now, the threat has passed.
Nothing to see here, Malamuk.
Yeah, it's coming forward.
Just to the north here, this looks like an interesting set of rocks, is it?
Yeah, you could try mining them if you like. It'll take a while, but you're more than welcome to.
But is it, like, from my sort of rocky sense of being a dwarf, is this looking like a mineral, another mineral
Yep.
vein?
Yep.
Okay.
But you also know that, mining, as I said, is a numbers game. You're just not going to pluck valuable rocks out of the rocks. You need to spend some time mining it.
How narrow is this passage here?
Actually, make a perception check if you like.
Okay.
Ah, Malamak deleted himself. Let's bring Malamak back on. There you go. Oops, not sure why those are on Malamak, but we'll get rid of those. So
Guidance. Oh, never mind. Too late.
So you have a close look at this river. The river is flowing in this direction to the south, and you hear what sounds like it going over like a sudden rush, and then almost like a waterfall at the end of it. But rather oddly, you don't hear where the waterfall ends. It's like water rushing over the side, kind of falling, bouncing against the cavern walls. And you listen closely to try and hear where it lands, like where the waterfall hits rock or other water. You don't hear anything.
So that means it doesn't hit anything.
I'm saying it goes down for a long way.
Yeah.
This is dead end yet? Other than that little...
I mean, do you want me to check for secret doors? Is that what you're asking?
Always a good idea.
I'm happy to do that. Before I go forward, though, can I light my hooded lantern and tie it to my waist? Is that a possible thing? So I've got my hands free.
I use my torch to light my hooded lantern so that I can have my paws free and tie my lantern away. You can. You're running the risk, though, if you get hit, that the lantern might explode on you, and then you have oil covering yourself.
Okay. So it's not a closed lantern.
Well, it is, but closed lanterns can be broken.
Right. Okay, that's right. I'll check over here for some hidden traps.
Okay, investigation.
Water, can I move through water? Like, is it deep or shallow?
It looks cold for one thing, and it's moving quite rapidly.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll check around here anyway. See if we're...
Okay, make an investigation check. In your opinion, there are no secret doors around here.
Tough out of luck, guys.
Back to the junction then. Back to the junction hall?
I don't think I want to skin these rats. I think.
And were they giant rats or normal sized rats?
Giant rats.
Giant.
Cool, just, yeah. Adding it to my list of animals that I could potentially turn into.
Rodents of unusual size.
Yeah. There you go, Shajaya. Stick with the group, unless you're feeding your kids.
Right. Where are you?
They're up here this way.
Shall we go up?
Up was where we came from.
Yeah.
Oh, right. There was a further junction down.
So this one up, that must go back to
I
the
thought there
main.
was one up there that way, though.
That will go to
That
the
one-
entranceway.
That goes to the
Yeah, I think
entranceway.
so.
And then there's another one though, another passage over here somewhere.
Okay. I just selected the auto map features for you, so you'll see where you've been. So that'll hopefully
Okay.
help a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, shall we continue heading south? Down these steps?
Yeah.
I think
Oh, do you
so.
want to check out those steps? Get some guidance on that, or Shajai can fire it up for us.
I think I would be much.
Plus some guidance, whatever it is.
Okay.
Okay.
With some guidance. Number 4, so 25. Looks safe, in your opinion, Bugs?
There you go, guys. You can enter at your own risk, but I'm pretty sure it's safe.
And what you see...
Okay, drop off there.
What you see in here, there's benches and tables set up as workplaces where miners can clean any gemstones they find. Gravel and pebbles are strewn around the ground, and scattered across the floor a few hammers, picks, and broken lanterns. And this is a very short ledge, maybe 5 foot, easy to climb up, going up or down. Everything is generally sloping in the downwards direction.
So is that a ledge that goes up 5 feet?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so So it goes up that way.
Yeah, yeah.
What are the tracks like here?
Um,
On the book?
yeah, make it. If you'd like to have another look, make a survival check. You're not sure now.
I'm at the back. You've disturbed all the dust. I can't really see.
Oh, there is that. Well, if we go back up if we go up that slight incline, that would take us back to the entrance, yeah, if I recall
Think so.
correctly.
Yep.
So
Surely.
Yeah, it does.
this way.
Yep.
Are there any passages off it though? Was it like is it just one tunnel to the entrance, or is there like
Check it out.
a junction?
It looks like it's just one tunnel.
Can you see what's down here? Down at the...
Down this way.
Yeah.
Check out the traps down there.
We can see a tunnel going south. That's about it so far.
Am I getting the thingy on it?
Oh, yes.
Shajaya taps you on the shoulder. Roll that d4 for us, Shajaya. With an 18, you look around this tunnel and nothing strikes you as odd. Seems perfectly safe.
Head on down.
So,
Nice,
if we know that this area is where gemstones were clean, in the rush to get out, were there any gemstones dropped?
Yeah, can we have a look for some gems on the ground?
You don't find any gems as such, but you do find a figurine of a dog that's been carved out of rock with 2 pebble-shaped gemstones for eyes. And you figure the figurine is worth about 10 gold pieces.
Do we throw it to Cal?
Okay, I'll put that to the inventory.
Oh,
Yeah,
find
with all
something.
that platinum. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, that's right, the platinum.
I mean, gold.
I was in that room when you did it, so I know about it.
On our way then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Daddy, what is this?
Okay, what you see is wooden planks and struts from a walkway along the wall of a seamlessly bottomless vertical shaft. And a narrow waterfall cascades down the northeast wall, and the sound of rushing water is loud in the confined space.
So we imagine this is that creepy bottomless pit.
It looks fairly bottomless.
I wonder if maybe,
maybe-
I mean,
maybe
I
Cal
put my
could check out
rope
the
tied
stability.
around me. I could jump across to the other side and hook
What to
my
do?
rope in.
That's I'm guessing the waterfall
Yeah.
from the water in that cabin with the rats.
Ooh, can you imagine if we'd hopped into that water?
Yeah.
Hey! River rafting. Cal, do you want to check out this stability? Oh, yeah, cool.
Like in real life, this is my idea of hell. There's a
Probably in this as well,
underground.
because you're a wood elf, aren't you? So
Yeah.
take me back to the trees, or you're higher.
Yeah.
Was loving it.
I'm thinking Cal would know something about mining, and maybe he could check out the stability of those these thingies here, wooden bits.
The planks.
We're going to tie on just first before I jump up and down on this with a couple of people.
Yeah, yeah, let's tie you on, and for extra stability, I'm pretty sure we've got our climbing kit that we can, pitch it into the wall.
And by the way, this waterfall is so loud that you have to shout to be heard. Just keep in mind, it's quite deafening in this cave with this waterfall. So it's very loud.
Well, I'm glad stealth isn't a problem then.
What?
Is there a passageway somewhere over here or something up to the east?
I
see.
I think I can see one perhaps going just to the south.
Yeah, southeast.
Alright then, inch carefully. Are we all going tied up together? So we don't
We'll
fall
have
in?
to go one.
Probably a good
I go first because we've got 50 foot of rope. That's no worries. So, Scar, you want to hang on to me, and I'll walk my
Can
way
we
across.
use our climbing kit just to, extra
Sure.
into the wall?
Like the Goonies.
So being very careful as you go across, Cal. It's creaking under your foot. It seems secure.
So do I need to hammer in a piton or two for us to tie off on?
Do you want to?
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll
Good
do
idea.
that then.
Might need to make
Yeah.
a quick retreat.
Yeah, so we can get out. if we
Whoever's
need
at the
to.
back, just prepare to. Oh no, let's leave them up because we might have to
Leave
head
them
back
up.
this way.
Sure thing.
The only way out, yeah.
And you're
So
roped
far it
together,
is.
are you? You're roped together?
Yes.
Okay. I just say in the order you have there. So Cal, Scar, Bug, Starve, and Shajaya Malamuk. Yeah, you're creeping along, putting the pitons in, or pitons. It's an endless debate how you pronounce that word. Easy enough for a dwarf of your ability to do. Yep.
Is that?
Yep.
Yep. And at the end of this rickety walkway, Scar, you see some type of bucket lift. There's a bucket that you assumes go further down into the mine. It's this right here.
There's a bucket lift, everyone.
Yeah, so you could go down deeper. Shajaya, as you get right there, with your passive perception of 15 being the observant one, you look down and you see 4 sets of eyes staring back at you. And they're looking at you, and you make eye contact. One of them has some type of saw in his hand, and he's just frozen in place. He's looking at you, you're looking at him. What do you do?
I think I need to warn everyone that there's someone down the. Warn everyone that there's people watching us. Someone
These are-
down there.
These aren't people, they have
What'd you
lizard-type eyes.
Oh. Okay, well there's some creatures down here, and they're watching us. And one of them's got a saw.
Tarvin, what'd she say?
Because you can't hear me. Oh my god.
Is it the waterfall?
What? Who fell down?
Someone felt what?
Okay, so I
I'll take second base.
gesture urgently for everyone to get off the bridge. with my
Make
hands.
make a performance check, Shajaya. Let's see how well you can communicate just with your hands.
Okay. Oh.
Is that guidance?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Not something you can really guidance, but you get Shajaya has given you the impression to get the hell off the bridge.
Malamak is moved to tears with such a performance of hand gestures.
All those 5-minute charades games at school paying off.
Do we reckon this is weighted?
What is weighted, sorry?
This bucket thing that we see before us.
It's a wooden pulley system that has been constructed around a large hole in the floor. A bucket big enough to hold a humanoid is held up by a thick rope. And you could just get in the bucket, pull the rope, and you could lower yourself, presumably down to a lower section of the mine.
And it fits 4 at a time.
Fits
We're
one
talking
at a
about
time.
One by one?
One
One
by
at a
one.
time.
A humanoid.
So we definitely need to make sure that they know that there's some lizard people down there.
What was that, Malamuk?
I saw their eyes. All right, I saw their eyes. Shajaya saw their eyes too. There's some lizard. There's 4 of them. One of them's got a saw. I've seen how those movies end. It's definitely we're going to be trapped.
Well, I'm not
I
really.
wonder if we follow the person down on the bucket by climbing down the rope to save time. Once the bucket lowers.
It is
Jimmy down the
possible.
rope. Yeah.
Might not be able to get out if we go down. We block our way out.
No, we take the bucket down, you've got to get in the bucket to get back up. But once the bucket's down, we could just, like how you go down a fireman's pole down the rope. Watch out for rope burn and try climb it.
I'm wondering if Bugs and I can go first if Bugs and I are big enough to jump in there.
Tarvin will say that if whatever's down there knows that we're here, I think the sooner we get down there, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will point out that it seems like quite a distance this bucket goes down. Like if you kind of pull yourself down with this rope, it's going to take you a full minute to get to the ground. So feel free to climb down the rope if you want to, but I'm telling you, if something goes wrong, it'll go very wrong.
I suggest that he and Bugs go first.
Because we're small.
Maybe if Bugs can fit in the bucket with him, that is. I'm only saying that because Bugs might
What
be
about-
big enough to fit in the bucket.
What about Cal and Bugs? And maybe the Druids could shapeshift to something smaller.
Oh, find a spider that can climb down with us.
Or fly.
No, we can't fly yet.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no flying.
No flying until level 8. But I can turn into a cat, and I have a climb speed of 30 feet. Or a mountain goat that has a climb speed of 30 feet.
No monkeys.
Giant spider. 30 feet. Running speed.
I mean, you wouldn't have to worry about climbing as a spider.
Yeah, but
Well,
maybe I would have to worry about the water. Would that be
Oh, like
dangerous?
Incy Wincy Spider.
Yeah. See, it's all valuable learning.
Yeah.
And the only other
Our
little
song's
thing
heard,
I
mate.
can
You
be
know that.
is a weasel. A
Would-
lizard.
We could go down. We're going down the shaft, though, aren't we? Not
How's-
down the big hole.
Cal's rather short in stature, and Bugs is quite light, right? Could they go together in one bucket load?
Scar and Cal.
No,
Lift them up.
yeah, all of you are of such a size that it's one by one could fit in the bucket easily.
So if the two druids did some climbing things, and then
Yeah,
we
I
just
can turn
sent-
into a giant spider.
Yeah, go
The only
down
thing to
the
climb down is the actual rope. I don't think there's any walls that you can climb down. Is that
but
right?
I've got animals that can climb. Animals that have climbing speed, they can effectively climb down a vertical thing.
The rope.
We've
Yeah.
got our climbing
No,
gears
no,
as well.
not the rope.
Yeah.
Is it just the rope? Is it? Sorry, I
Yeah.
haven't been in to have a
Yeah, there's
look.
no walls, I believe. Is it right? It's just a rope to it down a hole.
Is there walls?
Like
Yeah.
a well.
It's like a big hole in the ground with this thing going down the center. So if you're a spider, could do it quite easily, for example.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading out to myself.
We could use our climbing gear to climb down the wall.
We could Emperor's New Groove it and go back to back, walk down.
Could I just
Add
say?
Sal.
I reckon it's just down the bucket. If we reckon it's going to be a minute down or something rather like that. We just need to make sure that we're not sending somebody into a trap.
Death trap. Yeah. That's why I wanted like at least another two people. The two druids, but it's the two people who can. Like if you're being backed up by a giant spider, that's pretty awesome.
For the worse. I think the amount of time we've taken to come to this decision is they're going to be ready for us, right?
But they're
I
definitely
can
ready.
shoot webbing out too. I can shoot webs or spin elaborate webs or shoot sticky
spinning.
strands of webbing.
Like lower us down as well.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Can we do that? Doesn't say I can use it as a tool, only as a method of, or yeah.
I mean, if you filled up the tunnels with webs, that would be fine, but people would also be stuck in the web.
Stuck.
Could we hang off her web as she shoots it out?
So I could just like roll you all up underneath me into like bundles.
Then
Drop
eat us.
it down.
Not
Yeah.
traumatizing at all.
It's very Shelob of you. There we go.
Yeah.
I think it's our best idea so far, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea for what other animal shape will there be? Me as a spider and
Well, you were pretty effective as that ice spider about traversing walls and stuff. So I
Yeah.
reckon if you accompany either me or Scar down first,
okay.
and then we bring the others down one by one.
Okay.
And we send Scar down because he might be able to yell out to them in Draconic because they were lizard eyes.
Yeah.
He can't yell down the big hole there because it's too noisy. But
Who's at
when
the
he gets
back?
to the
Can
one,
they see anyone coming behind us? We've been talking a bit.
What if I disguise myself as a kobold and go down first?
Mallymuck, is anyone there?
Oh, that's
I can't
interesting.
see anyone at this stage unless you want me to roll another perception check.
You
Why,
continue
do
to
you think
see
they were
these
looking
two
up?
lizard creatures on the opposite side of the bridge, and they're still there looking back at you when you glance down there. They haven't moved.
They're right down here, eh?
No, they're on the
down
flip.
below.
They're on the flip side of the bridge, on the underside of the bridge.
Oh, so they're underneath us.
Yep.
Yes.
Malamak,
so
he needs to get off there.
Wow,
and
they
get-
were right there.
Yeah, you walked over the top. They're right through the slats, guys. They're just down there.
Well, Scar, having heard that, he'll go back to the bridge and call out in Draconic, "Are you still there?"
No.
Oh, we come in peace. We're just looking for a friend.
We're not here.
Why? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
We're not here. We're not here.
I hear you not there. We're gonna come down in the bucket. Is that all right?
Okay.
See you soon then.
Take care.
Is there anything we should know about down the bottom,
Ah.
the next level?
Ask them if they're hungry, Scar.
We'd like to bring some rations down if you're hungry.
Good berries.
Ah. Ah. No, thank you. We're fine.
Maybe they're.
I'll bring some anyway.
Why would they say no to food?
Because
Somebody
they're
else.
not there.
Well, they're not vegan.
Not hungry. They don't exist.
We're fine, thanks. Just move along.
All right, we're coming down.
Okay.
Let us know if there's nothing at the bottom there that we should be wary of.
No. Perfectly safe.
Okay,
Roll an
then,
insight
because I
check,
have a
buddy.
big fat sword that doesn't want to argue
Yeah.
with anybody.
Okay.
Right,
So
well,
they know we're here now. Well, they did anyway.
yeah, they're definitely waiting for us. Okay, let's prepare for the worst.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you go down? I mean, there's a perfectly good bucket lift.
Somebody want to lower me down, and I can have a chat with them. Hopefully, if it gets nasty.
Well, it's-
Shazaya should
it's-
accompany you in spider form.
You don't need help. It's a rope like it's a big loop, and as you're going down, you kind of guide yourself down with the rope. So you don't actually need someone. It's like a loop. Yeah. So you don't need any help to go up and down. Just pull on the rope.
Is the
Okay, then you
loop
mean
big enough?
Scar and Shazaya
to
then?
tie another
Well,
rope to?
Shazaya just slightly behind in the darkness, but close enough to start going Spider Woman on it if we need
Spider
to.
Woman.
I think I should just go into spider.
I thought you were in Spider, so
Not yet. So
Okay.
I want to do that. Yeah.
So just a normal size spider, not a giant spider
how
or
long
anything.
can you stay in
A
that, Shazaya?
giant spider.
Well, not enough
How long can you
room.
stay?
An
Uh,
hour.
There's
Oh,
enough.
Oh, cool.
There'd be enough room for a regular size spider and Scar, but not a giant size spider and Scar.
Oh, if she were to follow behind the bucket,
Oh, sure.
not in the
Yeah.
bucket.
Right, I'll come
Just
behind
pushing
you.
Down the wall.
Okay, got it. Okay, so Shajaya, you wild shape into a spider growing out, legs everywhere. It's quite off-putting, but you've
Stay
seen.
about 10 foot back so that you don't scare any kobolds.
Okay.
And then if I call out, bring on the fangs.
Okay, so you're going to lower your. There's kind of a crank in the middle of this bucket that you kind of wind up or wind down that goes up. But once again, you can do it by yourself. So Scar, you're going down, being followed closely by Shajaya.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lower yourself down in this bucket lift, and
Scar's noting how far down it is as well. Like he'll call out 10 feet, 20 feet as he's going. Kind of thing.
maybe 100 feet down.
He stops at 50
But
feet and I doubt whether they can hear me. Oh, no, I'll keep calling out.
Okay, and you find yourself. Oh, wait a minute, not quite over there. Yep, you lower yourself down, and you boom appear right next to a giant spider in the form of Shajaya.
How far down did he go?
About 100
Calling
feet.
out 100 feet. Okay, it seems pretty safe by the looks of it. He maybe has a good look around before calling back up. I don't want to send anybody into danger.
Just tug on the rope. Don't call.
Okay.
And there's Shajaya with you.
That's not pretty.
That's Shajaya.
Oh, I was like, oh, holy shit, I'm in trouble.
Do like one of those balls or whistles that they use in Indiana Jones and stuff like that.
Oh, can Scar roar? Like a dragonish?
Yeah, you can let out a roar, sure.
Yeah, what the hell? He'll let out a roar.
Okay.
There's kobolds down here. There's a signal that he's
Scare
at the
them
bottom.
off.
And tugs on the rope.
Okay, now just 1 second. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to give Shajaya control of the spider.
While that's happening, should Kel go last? So that because we don't want a weakling to be left up here.
What are you trying to set now?
Playing Malamak as a weakling. I'm playing a half orc weakling, half orc nature boy.
Yeah. Let's all get down there as quickly as possible.
Okay, that's what I figure.
So you yeah,
Arvin
you
should go next, or Bugsy. Send Bugsy down because Bugsy will be able to
Sure.
check for traps down there. Huh?
Yep, that's a good idea.
Shajaya, you did see a couple of kobolds who saw you and immediately took off to the north.
Okay.
You can put it in
Can't tell,
side of
can
him.
I?
You can't tell
No, I
us.
can't say.
No.
Yeah.
But what does Shajaya do? Go
Um,
after them, let them go.
Performance check with 8 legs. What are you trying to say? Leslie? Timmy got stuck in the well?
We're in the well.
Yeah.
I could. Oh my gosh, I don't know enough about spider communication.
Yeah, you can't communicate as a spider.
Yeah. I could just move to stand.
You could write
in
through
the-
webs.
I
Charlotte.
thought about that, but I thought I could just move to stand in this corridor and everyone else so that they might.
You know what you could do? Once I come down with this bucket, make an
Yeah.
amazing web for people to jump down to.
Oh, they get
Like
stuck in
a-
there.
Yeah,
Webs are
Probably wouldn't
sticky.
cut them out. No?
I could do that.
Like a web trampoline, you mean, if somebody falls?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Safety web.
Well, Shajaya, while Bugs is on the other side and communicating in a language that you don't, well, you understand, but you have no idea how to communicate it back. What does Shajaya do?
Yeah, well, look at my.
I mean, a good thing is a giant spider can see in the dark, so you have that going for you. And you can climb, you can bite, or you can shoot web.
I don't want to follow them without letting everyone else know, so I could perhaps block off this tunnel with a web so they can't get out.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Okay, nice.
Do I select?
Oh, you can just do it automatically. So we'll say you just web up this area here. It's a thick, massive, sticky webs right there. Does that work, Shajara?
Yeah, because that keeps them out, and if we want to follow them, we can just go as a team.
Okay.
It's safer.
This guy's got to walk down there and he's like, oh, you need some privacy? Okay. Thanks, babe.
Okay.
Bugs is going down.
Bugs is just going down normally in the bucket lift by herself.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm happy to tie my rope through this loop and abseil down if someone wants to get in the bucket, but it's 100 feet, so.
So down in the bucket.
Yep.
Okay, so you slowly get down. You slowly make your way down. And as you reach about halfway, Albert, or Scar more specifically, as you're watching up and seeing bugs about 50 feet above you, you see something behind you. You see something quite disturbing behind you. You see this thing behind you, and it sneaks.
Me or Scar?
No, you see it below you, but it's about 50 feet below you, Bugs. You see the creature just come out of the darkness, and being very sneaky and stealthy, it comes down, and the first thing you see is it gets out this weird beak thing. And with Scar going doop doop doop, goes whoomph and digs into his back. You don't see it coming at all, Scar, but it just clanks off your arm, and you go, "Oh, what the hell?" And you look around and you see this creature and just attacks you with its tentacles. Oh shit! That rolls a natural 1. So that's gonna miss. So let's roll into initiative. Some of you might have a problem because you're not on this level. Yep, roll into initiative, and we'll take it from there.
Can I lean over the bucket to shoot, or no?
Do I do that too?
Yeah, absolutely you do.
Oh no. A growl.
A growl, yep. They're going to be out of it. Okay, so you hear this horrible screeching sound as this thing goes and tries to tie you up in its tentacles, but you manage to throw it off, deflect the attack. Bugs, you're dangling on the edge of this bucket. Not a very stable footing for you to shoot your bow, but you can certainly try. It's going to get a +5 to its AC, though. But you may attempt to shoot it.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well try.
It just clanks down the corner and not even close to hitting it. It's too hard a shot for you. So the arrow just thucks into the
side.
side.
Movement, I'd like to keep going down.
Okay, it's going to take you... Okay, so we'll say you to descend another 10 feet, so you're 40 feet above the action now. This growl completely annoyed, I guess, that it misses you. It goes and attacks you with its beak again, Scar. Misses with its beak once again as you put it aside, but the tentacles this time sink into you. And you can take only 3 points of damage, but can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Nope.
Shajaya, you see this creature completely envelop Scar, and then Scar goes completely limp in its grip. And then the creature slowly grows around this way, dragging the paralyzed and poisoned Scar behind him.
Goodbye.
Okay. So Scar, you are poisoned with the effect of being paralyzed. And you're grappled in this creature as well. As it's your turn, though, you can repeat your Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yep. Cool. We'll have a crack at that. 13.
And you remain limp in its grip.
Yep.
Cal!
Scar.
Oh, we don't have Shajaya. What did you roll, Shajaya, for your initiative? Oh, a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Cal, you hear bugs shouting something at you. What do you do?
Well, not a lot really. There's not a lot I can do. Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. So we're up like 100 feet above them, right? And we can't see down because that's only got at 60 feet. I'm just going to move back to that tunnel area here to sort of like guard in case something comes up behind us.
Okay, so you can prepare an action if you like. If something approaches that looks like an enemy, you can thwack it.
Yep.
Okay. The creature continues to drag Scar away.
Is it still the creature? Sorry, Malcolm. Is it the creature's turn? As it should be Tarvin's turn next. You've just when you added.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. Let's bring these guys back. And yeah, you're right. Tarvin. My apologies, Tarvin.
Well, my bow has a range of 150 feet. Can I see the creature from at the top of the hole?
Nope.
And I can't. Can I use my turn to raise the bucket back up?
No, because it's on a crank system, which Bugs is currently cranking.
So I can't do anything apart from wait for the bucket.
You have a climber's kit.
Yeah, it's a risk. Okay, it's a risk. I will use the climber's kit to scale the walls down a hole.
Keep in mind that a miner skit is a slow and steady thing. You don't see people sprinting up and down mountains with climber's kits. So you can try, but it's going to be slow going unless you want to take a risk.
Use a grapple hook though and hook it up and slide down a rope.
We have a grappling hook?
And check your backpack.
I don't have one. Oh, hang on. Maybe I do. No.
I will point out that it's a 100-foot drop down there. And just
Like
mechanically...
drop into the bucket with me.
Or it might be balance off the bucket with you.
Are you still in the bucket, Bugs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I'm with you. Okay. Not much I can do. I just have to wait for the bucket.
Okay, if everything happens normal with a bucket, it's going to take like 15 rounds to get back to you. It's a long, slow thing.
When you say, or is it slower than the climbing?
Yeah, it's slow, steady, and safe.
I'll take the climbing gear and I'll go down the wall.
Okay, explain to me how you go down the wall.
So I'm going to fasten the rope to something on this level. Is there something I can tie it to securely?
Yeah, there's like an archway almost, which just bucket hangs off and goes down. So there's a piece of lumber right above where the bucket is that we could very easily tie your rope onto.
We'll do that. How long is my rope? Just a moment.
50 feet.
50 feet. I'll ask one of my comrades if we could tie another end of the rope to this one to double the length.
Yeah, I've got some rope.
What I'm proposing is then we loop some around our waist and kind of abseil down.
I've got my plan. I'm going to turn into a mountain goat and go down the side of the wall.
That's excellent. That's what I intend to do, Malcolm. With 2 ropes tied end to ends, fastened to the piece of wood over the hole, and looped around my waist, I will attempt to abseil down.
Okay, first of all, make me a survival check to see how well you tie your rope. Okay. Now you have 2 choices there. You can go absolutely breakneck if you like and try and just using your climbing gear and bits and pieces descend 60 feet. Using your climber's kit, you have the risk of just falling off and bad things happening. Or you could go a bit slower and make it a bit easier by only descending 30 feet. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to take it slow.
And take it slow? Okay.
30 feet, yeah.
So make me an acrobatics check.
Oh, no.
You...
Guide? Oh, no. Spider.
No. And it takes an action to guide as well, so... yeah, you go down and you slip and you fall another 30 feet before the rope kind of gets taut and you manage to grab it and it burns into your hands a little bit. And you take 3d6 worth of damage. So, pretty raw, but 6 points of damage as your hands is burning trying to get down the rope. On the plus side, you're, yeah, it's pretty good. That would, I'd be upset if that was an ability roll, like 3d6. Yeah. Like I get a 6, that's terrible. But Tarvin, you grab onto the rope, your hands start burning, you slip. And the plus side, you're only 40 feet above the ground now. Right next to... Yeah, I'll say you were about to plummet and you grab onto the bucket and you're hanging onto the bucket and the bucket starts swaying, but you're safe at least. Your hands are hurting like they're stinging something fierce. But that will be your turn. Malamak.
Malamak is going to come over to here. Come over to one side. I can still do my movement after I've wild shaped, or it takes a full turn, doesn't it?
It takes you an action to wild shape, but you can still move up to your speed.
Right. Cool. So I've gone 5 foot so far. I'm going to wild shape into a mountain goat, which has a climbing speed, so that's fine for me going down the rope, down the...
Strangely enough, yes.
Yeah. Cool. It's a mountain goat. This is the most damage I can deal with, and then he has a climbing speed of... Where is it? A climbing speed of 30 foot, so can I get down 25 feet, please?
Yes, you can.
Cool. And I've used my action, so I can... There we go. So you've got a giant spider, and then Malamak, the mountain goat. I'm 25 feet down out of 100.
Yeah, got it. And I'll just give you control of that. Yes, it's quite the contrast. The giant spider that's shooting out webs and a goat that, according to rules as written, can climb down this rope and down the side of the shaft, no problem. So she'll be able to control that goat now, Malamak, as you go down. Shajaya spider, what you got?
Oh, I'm looking here at my list of creatures, and giant spider has disappeared, so I can't click on it to see what my...
Oh, let's have a look at your character sheet.
Yeah. Was literally just there, and then it disappeared.
Okay, let me get you a giant spider back. So extras, manage extras. Just give me a second. And you're a giant spider. Giant spider add. Should be there now, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, I don't see it either. Where's giant spider gone? That's weird.
I don't know why it would disappear.
You have a giant wolf spider.
Oh, is it an ice spider?
Yeah, that's not the same. It's different.
Let's try that again. Giant.
If you just click large beast, it's literally giant spider.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. It should be up there now.
Mine says large beast says X-Bake.
If you go back into your extras, Shajaya, I think giant spider should be there now.
Okay, thanks. I'll just while I am before I do anything, is the people the team going down the mine shaft, they in more urgent need than Scar?
Well, that's up to Shajaya to determine.
Yeah. I think I should use my giant spidey hours to go and
Okay.
so that's what I'll do.
So you click along the wall and you see Scar wrapped up in this tentacle and limp.
Yeah.
And you hear the echoes of sounds up ahead. And you do a little bit of mental math in your head, and you know that there's a huge tunnel up ahead that descends down to the Underdark. So this massive pit you saw over here is up around this corner as well.
Okay. Well, I got enough to move towards, and at the same time, I will fire a web the creature.
Okay, you can skirt past the creature if you like that. The creature will get an attack against you, though. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to be.
Let me just...
I don't. I get to shoot the web after they attack me or before.
No. If you're moving past it, it gets to attack you first. It's taking a swipe at you as you pass it.
Okay.
As you pass it, its tentacles shoot out towards you. And a giant spider's a 14. Make me a con saving throw, if you'd be so kind, Shajaya. Oh, actually, let me check something. Now. Aha. You, I think, got lucky. The spider does...
A spider's immune to poison.
They are immune to poison. Yes, that's what I'm looking at. It does poison damage, so it's immune to poison. So you feel these tentacles slap into you. It still does 12 points of piercing damage as these tentacles kind of rip against the skin of you. But I'm going to say because you're immune to poison, you don't become paralyzed as a result of the poison. But the tentacles still try and wrap around you. And you get stuck back here. As half the tentacles are wrapped around you and half of them are around Scar. So you can't actually move any further than that. What do you do?
Can I still shoot? Let me see. What have I got here?
The only thing you can't do is move.
Can bite him.
Yeah, you can absolutely bite him.
Looking at giant rabbit now for some reason. I'll give him a bite then.
Okay.
Bugs.
Should I just spell that?
Yep, just click on the bite thing under your giant spider. Bite 10. So you reach out, but the tentacles are just all over. You can't quite break free, so you don't manage to get a shot of a bite in this thing. So it misses, in other words. Bugs.
Yeah, I'll use my movement first to try and get down further.
Okay, if you're using the chain, you're going to go down 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay, and
So it's only 10 feet from the ground, so then I'll use my bonus action to do my rabbit hop to get out.
okay, it's 10 foot per round that you can move it. So you can move it down to 30 feet above the ground. But then you can rabbit hop from there to get out of it if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check, Bugs. You jump out, and using your Harangon abilities, you kind of do a little barrel roll as you land on the ground, avoiding any damage whatsoever, and you get up to stand up. I'm going to say that you used all your movement to get there, though, including the 30-foot fall, so you can get there, but that's it.
Superhero pose.
So that was, yeah. Was that both movement, are you saying?
Yep, so you can. All your movement is spent.
Oh, and then I can shoot.
Yeah, you can shoot.
Sweet. I'll use the bow that I still had on me and try and hit it.
That hits, and you can even do sneak attack damage on that one.
22.
Oh, ouch! Oh, it sinks into this creature and lets out this sound. And, yeah, that hurt it. It hurt it a lot. Okay, so that's everything you can do, Bugs, but yeah, that hurt.
Oh.
The creature immediately lets go of Scar as Scar's limp body drops to the ground, and immediately also lets go of Shajaya's spider. Then it rises up above Shajaya, attempts to fly over her and get over to here. Shajaya, you can have attack of opportunity if you like.
Okay.
In other words, you can try and bite this creature.
I still can't move.
You can't move on this turn anyway. This is just a reaction. In other words, you
Alright,
get
I
to
think
try and
I should
swipe
give
at this
it
thing.
Another
bite?
try with the web, or I can bite it, but I thought if I trapped it with the web, then we can kill it.
I mean, it certainly looks as if it's trying to get past you and go down here into the Underdark. I don't think there's any reason. Yeah, you can try and whip it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay, so make a web attack. Oh, damn it. 19. So yeah, shoots out, and this creature. It hits the creature. So no actual damage, but this creature is now encased in your webbing. Now it actually hasn't used its action yet, just its movement. So as it rushes by desperately to get out, it's going to try and break free of your web, which is a DC 12 strength check. Come on! Haha! Breaks free of the webbing. So let's start it there. 5, 10... 15, 20, 20. It just gets over the edge of this area here. So you do web it, but it immediately breaks out of it using its action, which it hadn't used. And it's just on the edge of the Underdark there. Scar, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Hooray! Yoink. Nope.
No, you're on the ground still. And we'll say that for paralyzed. You're just out of it. Cal! No creatures appear to be coming and attacking you there.
Right. Okay, well, I'll return back down to the bucket, since I'm the only one that's up, and begin the process of pulling the bucket back up.
Sure. I'm going to say, using your extra strong hand, you bring the bucket up, just going, Actually, the bucket is operated by a crank inside of the bucket. No, you can pull on the rope to bring it back up. I'm going to say it's taking your full, it takes everything just to get it up to the top, and then that's it. So the bucket is now up here, and that's it. Tarvin, holding on to a bucket. Or say you're 30 feet above because you went down with a bucket. Holding on to the side of the bucket is dangling there. What do you do?
So it's more than one bucket.
No. Oh, that's right. Sorry, the bucket has gone up. What do? You're 30 feet holding on desperately, say, with a couple of pickaxes on the side of the rock using your climbing gear that way.
Yeah, I'm on the side of it. Okay, it makes sense. I will now try to quickly scale down to the ground.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check. Yeah, no problem. You use your entire movement and you get down to right here, we'll say, just to the north of Bugs, up in this area. And you get down there, you look around, don't see anything. You're not really sure.
Ready my bow as a ready to action for the next round.
Okay, cool. Mountain goat.
Yep. Sorry.
That's right.
I'm going to double move, so go down 60 feet.
And you were 30 feet down for.
I'm 15 feet from the bottom.
Okay, we'll say you're 15 feet and you get right there. Okay. Malamak.
That was me.
Oh, that was you, sorry, yep. Shajaya. You do have eyes on this creature. What do you do?
Is he hanging off the edge?
He's flying, and he's flying off the edge.
Oh gosh. Has he got any more actions?
On his turn, he will.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do if I should try to get him one more time.
Well, here's the thing with the web. There's a thing called recharge, and your web may or may not be available. But what you need to do is roll a d6.
Okay.
And this might limit your options anyway. So with a 2, your webbing is not available to use again. So you cannot web this creature. So that's just can't.
Oh, I'm worried if he's flying, I can't bite him. So yeah, there's not much I can do.
You can, remember, he's just over the edge. If you moved forward to this space, you could attempt to bite him.
I'm thinking he's going to pull me down the hole.
If he pulls you down the hole and he succeeds, you will be dead for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm just going to leave that for now. Then I don't know.
Okay.
It's safer for me.
Okay.
If I can't, if I have to hang off the edge of the bottomless pit to bite him, it's probably not worth it.
Yes, you do. Okay. So you can take the dodge action if you like, which means if he attacks you, you'll be at disadvantage. Would you like to do that? It's kind of a good thing to do if you have nothing else to do. You might as well try and dodge, because...
Yep, okay, yeah.
Okay, so you dodge, getting ready for the attack, and he'll get disadvantage if he does. Bugs!
That's my name. So I saw them go over there, right?
Yep.
When I got
Everything's
it?
happening to the north.
In that case,
Now you can shoot
Can I
that
get from
creature.
there?
You can. It had enough movement to get over the lip, but that's it. So it's
Oh,
exactly on your level.
yep, I will shoot it.
Okay, take a shot. Will not be sneak attack damage. That hits.
Just.
Just, yep.
10 damage.
No sneak attack damage. So another arrow slots into it. We've lost control of the goat. Does the goat have dark vision?
Oh, does a goat have dark vision? Oh,
Nope. Nope. So you're seeing exactly what you should see.
I can't even see myself, though. Oh, well,
I mean, Malamak's up here, right? But you're really down here, so the goat doesn't see in the dark. So,
Sure.
you know, good luck. So, Bugs, you shoot it. The only one who has done damage to it. And this thing just plummets down into the...
Hey. Like out of control.
Down. And you watch it go down. And it goes down so deep you lose sight of it, Bugs.
Oh, yikes. I mean, my torch only shines so far anyway.
Ah, that's true. That's true. So it gets out of your torch light radius, which is only 40 feet. So it gets well beyond that. And yeah, disappears from view. Scar, Constitution saving throw.
Okey-dokey. Nope.
Nope. Continue to be paralyzed by this creature. Cal.
So it's me and Tarvin are still up top, is that right? Oh no, it's only me up the top.
Yep.
So I'm going to enter the bucket and do the lowering myself down with crank.
Okay, so you start cranking it down and you get like, we'll say, it's very slow as you crank it, you get 10 feet down. And as you do that, you hear some creaks from the north, from around, and you look up in horror as two of these kobolds, who nobody thought was a good idea to deal with as they're hanging under the bridge. They come over and they cut the rope, and you immediately start plummeting. And plummet you do. That'll be... Oops.
I thought the kobolds were at the bottom of the canyon.
Yeah, but
They were,
They were dangling under that.
I thought they were unreachable.
is that what was it? Oh, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you could see them
They
right under
followed
you.
me after I ran away.
Good news, you reach the bottom in record time, and you take 37 points of damage.
Oh dear.
Hey,
That's me 10 under, minus 10.
No, it's what's your maximum hit points?
33.
If you take 66 point of damage, it's instant death. It has to be double.
Right. Yep. Okay.
But regardless, you're on 0 hit points and you're leaving a little puddle on the floor, and you're down and you are out. Hey, Tarvin! Thump! A sack of bones previously known as cow just thumps beside you. What do you do? He does not look well.
Yeah, I don't really have. Let's see. Look, I don't know. I've got a. Yeah, sorry. What was that?
If you like, I mean, he is bleeding out. You can attempt to stop the bleeding by making a medicine check, DC 10, and that will stabilize Cal at 0 hit points. So in other words, he's not going to die if you succeed.
Yeah, I will definitely do that.
Okay.
I'm assuming I recognize Cal to some extent and know it's him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I do a medicine check or a 1d10, did you say?
A medicine check, DC 10.
What do you mean by the DC 10?
I mean, you have to beat a 10 on your medicine check.
Yeah, duh. Okay, I'm totally with you now. Sorry. Okay, let's do this. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so the good news, Cal, you're not dying, but you're also at 0 hit points and unconscious. Anything else, Tarvin?
Surgery.
Yep, you kind of plug in the wounds and stop the bleeding and stabilize him, but he's not going to die. Well, not from that anyway.
So that's my action, I assume.
Yep, you've got your movement left, or bonus action if you want to use it.
No bonus actions, unfortunately. I'm just going to... both our druids are animals. I'm just going to walk up to here. I see. Oh, dear.
Oh dear, this is good though. This is with you.
Yeah, I'm stopping there.
Okay.
Can I, does it, if I ready an action, is that a bonus? No, it's not. It's a,
No, your action.
I can't ready an action.
No, you
I
can't.
will stay put right there.
Malamak, you hear a dull thud, a wet thud to the next of you, but that's all you hear. You don't see Jack.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go down the final 15 feet,
Uh-huh.
if I can, which is half my movement. Use
Yep.
my bonus action to turn back into Mullamark,
Okay.
and then I can still do an action. So if I'm next to... I
You're
presume I'm
right
next
there.
to- Oh, sorry, I just went to my thing.
And
Alright,
Shajai is
I'm
not
right,
there.
Nick.
Shajai is not there. She's
Shazai's
spider.
Shazai's a thing.
Spider, yeah.
So I'm going to do a first level cure wounds on me old mate.
Okay. So, yep. So you go. You're on 7 hit points.
Oh no, it's 5. The first one at double click.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
So you're on 5 hit points, Cal.
Yeah.
I just realised that's the giant spider I was looking at. I thought it was something bad.
Shazai.
Hence my hesitancy. I was like, oh no, what the hell is that?
Shajaya.
Well, I think I should go revert back to self too.
Okay.
It's a bonus action, isn't it?
It's actually, I think, technically a free action to undo it.
Okay.
It just happens.
Okay.
So you're Shajaya again? Yep.
And who needs? I can also do healing and cure wounds if there's extra needed.
You see a puddle
I
to
would
the
say so.
south. Yeah.
Are you just cut out there for a second? Say that again, please.
There's Cal on the ground here, whimpering quietly, I imagine, as he just fell that tremendous death. He's looking
Okay.
very rough. You could probably get to Cal and cure him.
Yeah, I will. That's what I will do.
Okay. So roll your cure wounds.
Malcolm, does that mean has the rope been cut by the kobolds? There's no way back up, is that right?
The bucket, the rope, yeah, everything just comes down with you. There's no rope going up to the top now. Okay, so Cal gets healed up. Is anybody going after the parrot tentacle creature?
It dropped, didn't
Didn't
it?
it plummet?
Well, it's dead.
It plummeted.
No, it didn't. It didn't die. It has a flying speed, and it flew 60 feet straight down into the dark. And Bugs, with your torch, you put your torch over the edge. You can't see it. But I'll give you the option, Bugs. Is there anything you wish to do against the growl?
Against the growl, did you say?
Yeah, it's growl. Grell. You do not.
Right, the name is
You don't-
Scar still down?
He looks perfectly healthy, but he's just drooling quietly on the ground.
He's taking a rest.
Yeah, it looks like he's just sleeping it
Yeah.
off.
No, I don't have a spare torch to throw down, so I think I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, so I don't think anybody else is in a realistic position to get this growl because it's about to disappear down even further into the Underdark. So we'll drop out of initiative order. And yeah.
I'm just gonna have a look. Oh, I see. That's the pit, is it? That's the.
That's the Underdark, which I assume Bugs will inform you that the growl just plummeted down deep using its flying speed. So it's somewhere down there.
Yeah, that jelly beak looked pretty near death has gone plummeting down that way.
I'm so sorry, guys. I thought they were down here 100 feet. I didn't realize they were right there. I'm so sorry, Cal. Please forgive me.
The kobolds, yeah. I think that's definitely Munnamuk's fault.
It was
Oh,
totally
this is all
my
on
fault.
him.
I was scared. They
Cowards.
were 100 feet away
I
down
mean,
on the
you know,
low.
Scar didn't
Ambush
show
side.
up and talk to him or anything, but yeah.
Cal was being very silent. I think he's holding a grudge.
Ow, my head.
Scar, you eventually shake off the effect and you are yourself again.
Please, Cal, would you accept another heal?
Well, I can actually do something myself, which is I can second wind, I believe. And I've used that before. I can get myself second wind. No, it's
Yeah, second wind.
+3. Yep. So I'm going to do that to myself because they made me angry. So that's another 9 to me. So that takes me back to about 20.
Do we What's the rule with the short rest? It's an hour, isn't it?
That's an hour.
But,
Yep.
yeah. I'm happy to dole out a little bit more healing if you want another cure wounds there, Cal.
Well, how's Scar? Is he?
I'm
can somebody help
fine,
him?
and in fact, I could give you some healing as well if you need some extra juice.
Heal him up.
I'll
Joe.
cast
Yep.
a cure wounds on you.
Yep.
That's another 10 hit points.
Okay.
Hey Shajai, I think your token's on top of his token, so I can't see his health bar.
There we go. I'll move Shajai. There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm doing pretty well now.
Yeah. Enough. Boom. Mullamark is feeling incredibly guilty. His depth perception goes when he's using dark vision.
Bugs reminds Malumark that Scar went right up to them and had a chat.
Oh, he was just calling from above them.
Pulling over the edge, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't see him.
Oh.
Didn't see him, unfortunately.
I don't think it's any one person's fault, but
I thought they were down the bottom as well.
Blame Bugs.
You could blame the very loud waterfall that was drowning out the communication in the cavern.
If I believe correctly, Shajaya was the very first to see them.
Blame Tarvin.
oh yeah, I thought she said someone fell.
Cal fell.
She predicted the future. That's the thing now.
Nobody could hear me because of the roar of the waterfall.
There we
Yeah.
go.
All right, shall we explore a bit, guys? Have we
Yeah.
a little bit of gallows humor? Cal, are you able? Can I lift you up onto your feet, Cal? I just want to help you up onto your feet.
Is worth searching this chamber for, like how we found the statue before? Is it?
Oh,
worth having
okay.
a look?
You don't see. Well, first of all, if you're checking for traps or bugs, you don't find any. Looking up here, there's another mineral deposit here. You need to spend an hour chipping away to try and get any type of gems out of here. Other than that, you find nothing in this area.
Okay. Should we continue down then? Do we have to get rid of those webs that were put up there before? Probably just some
You can
fire
burn
should
them.
deal to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of fire.
Should I put my torch up to it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, burn, baby, burn.
Yeah,
Are we going to do any?
easy
any
enough to
mining at any
remove.
point?
Easy enough to remove the webs. Given enough time, just burn it, chop it, and eventually you get through the webs.
Let's continue down then. Got some cobalt.
Are we going to just clear out the mines first and then come back for the gems?
I think that's
Yeah,
Mine on the way back.
Yeah, I reckon.
makes sense.
I'll
Just
stay at
keep
the
an eye
back
out
in
for
case
those
those kobolds come.
It's the growl that we're
They're gonna come,
keep an
though.
eye out for.
Kobolds can't fly.
Oh,
Growl can.
they were good climbers.
Right.
Actually,
Keep
that
an eye out
rope.
for the growl.
I still have a rope tied to that beam across the hole.
Cool.
The DMs say that they cut that as well, or they cut the bucket.
Technically they cut the bucket rope because they wanted Cal to fall. Who was attached to the rope? It was Tarvin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still a rope heading up attached to the top of the shaft.
I thought it just stays there.
Retrieve it. I will untie myself from it.
And the rope falls from above. Just in a pile next to you.
How convenient. Tarvin shouts up, "Thank you!"
Good luck getting back, you dickheads!
I untie the ropes and give one back to Malamak. I think it was Malamak's rope, and I'll keep the other one.
Cool, thank you.
Okay.
On our way.
So-
Perhaps Bug should go first.
What I will tell is as you continue around this way, it's gradually going down and down and down. There's a distinct slope heading down now.
Right.
Okay.
Search for traps / secret
Check. Yeah,
rooms.
check checking.
Okay, searching for traps.
Some guidance. Yeah, no.
If in doubt, guide. If not in doubt, guide. If questioning whether to guide or not guide. Do you cast guidance, Shijaya?
Yep, I am.
Cool. Let's see that D4. So with a massive score of 25, you're pretty sure there's no traps, but there's a distinct descent.
Search the room.
Yeah.
Okay, so searching in there. There's tables and chairs in this area for miners, presumably to take a break. There's a dead rat on the table that looks like it's been partially eaten.
I did what?
Rat. Giant
Oh,
rat.
rat.
R-A-T.
Yeah.
No, these miners got paid nothing if that was their food.
Kobolds. Kobolds. Sure, keep on moving. This giant
Yeah.
rat's starting to look appetizing.
Thank you.
Keep moving, Stan.
Okay. Weapons out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my rapier.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah. My
Okay.
bow, I have an arrow knocked. Okay.
Any trap checks needed?
I will do that now.
Okay. Make your investigation. Not quite. Just the way the map works. Bugs. No trap. Let's say Scar. We actually wind around and you end up down here. This is a continuation of that winding passage down. Bugs, come back here. Come down here, Bugs. There you go.
Oh, there I am.
Oh.
There's a tunnel down and we'll get a conga line going here. Everybody stay still. Stop moving. And we'll say Shijaya. We'll put you on top of other characters just so you can see, but there's a conga line behind Scar there. And you see the tunnel's downward slope ends in what opens onto the center shaft. A wooden walkway extends from this opening and then runs westward to another tunnel in the rock. And a large bucket like the one you saw earlier dangles from a taut rope that stretches across to the southward shaft and connected to another wooden platform 15 feet away.
This is like Squid Game.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Encouraging you to go.
Excuse me, who are you? What do you want?
What is it? What is
Is
that
this
voice
in
coming
common or in...
It's in common. It's coming from the west at the end of this platform.
from?
Okay, I'm going to show myself.
Platform.
Please, I'm going to reveal myself. Please do not shoot me. Do we have an understanding? No bloodshed?
Depends how ugly you are.
Well, my mother thinks I'm beautiful, but that is true of everybody's mother, so I don't know how to answer that question.
There will be no unnecessary bloodshed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show myself.
Scar
And-
holds up his shield. He doesn't like
And
the
this
idea of
creature
people revealing themselves.
that looks like this comes out and just moves into the platform. And this is very obviously a kobold. It has... let me just check something.
Wait, Tarvin, are you disguised as a kobold?
No, unfortunately. I wish I had been.
This would have been great.
Are those fake wooden wings on him? Like you look at it, he's got fake dragon wings. I think looks like.
You,
It's a dragon.
you look closely at his wings and you get the impression they're purely for decoration. If he fell down the shaft here, he'd be as dead as the rest of you.
Tarvin whispers to, was it Scar who knew about kobolds? Do they normally talk this well?
No. Not that he's aware of.
So no bloodshed, right? We are here to, like everybody else, we're just trying to survive here. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's cold out here, so me and my companions have taken shelter down here. All we want is to stay here and keep shelter. Heck, we will even do mining for the town if that's what they want. We mean no harm.
Your friends almost killed our compatriot.
Our friends? I don't know what you're talking about, sorry?
Well, there were two kobolds up the top who cut the bucket and let us fall.
Well, I'm sorry. That is terrible. I apologize. They're not with me. As I said, we're here just to escape the cold like everybody else.
Is she telling the truth?
Make an insight check.
Someone from the town who came
Insight, yeah.
for us?
Yeah, we're looking for that guy.
Yeah,
Yes,
but then, have you seen any other humanoids come down here recently? Tricks?
By the
Or we
name
don't know his name.
Clovis.
Bugsy rolled an insight check first.
You this guy seems, according to you, Bugs, genuinely surprised about what happened to Cal, and he seems to think it's outrageous. I do apologize. That is most dreadful. Is there anything I can do to help out the situation? I'm.
Well, have you got another easy way out for one when we're done?
Well, my ultimate dream, must be honest, is to fly, but I can no longer fly up a shaft than the next person. But I'm working on it, but it's just not good. But tell me, can you...
understand this? Are you in charge of all the kobolds here?
Yes, I'm the leader of the kobolds. They look up to me. I'm a bit more, shall we say, smart than they are. But my name is Trix.
Trix, could you get a couple of your kobolds to crawl up that shaft and re-sort out that bucket? So we can get back up there.
Well, we'll do our utmost best to help you. I'm not sure. We're not especially good climbers. But we will help out. But I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. I think you understand what I'm saying. We're just seeking out the distance from the cold. And you notice it is warmer down here distinctly than it is outside. If nothing else, there's not this cold wind just, so lazy that it doesn't bother go around you. It just goes straight through you. So we're just seeking shelter from the cold. We all need to survive, right?
If that's all you're doing here, that's, fine. And you said you plan on working the gemstones for the town if they need it, but what do you know of the humans from the village that have come through here, like Clovis, who's disappeared?
I cannot speak to this Clovis character, sorry. I don't know who you're talking to. We haven't ventured over to these areas yet. We thought the bucket system here looked a little unsafe, and we figured we're safe here. So you could try looking over in these areas. That would be your best bet, but I do not know of this Clovis guy. I'm sorry.
One of our friends was attacked by a creature, some sort of grell. What do you know of the other creatures in this?
We have seen the grell too, and we run and we hide. It got one of our companions, and it floated out over the cavern and then just dropped him, and that was the end of Scorp. So if you find yourself grappled by this creature, then stay away from this endless pit. Scorp is down there somewhere, but quite frankly, we didn't hear him hit the bottom.
How many girls do you think there are? Is it just the one, or have you seen more than one at the same
Well,
time?
we have seen one. There could be more, but we have only seen one. Presumably it came up from the Underdark somewhere, but yeah, we hide. Scorp, unfortunately, wasn't quick enough. But listen,
How long have you been living here?
oh, just a couple of days. But look, as I said, we just want to seek shelter from the cold. It's difficult that if you look like I look, I mean, would you trust me looking at me? Kobolds have got a dreadful reputation. If someone saw me, they would just shoot me on the spot. But you
I feel
seem
like your
reasonable.
wings,
Well,
tricks. I think
well-
I think they're very attractive. But could you you're very well spoken. How does such a thing happen?
Well, I
Right,
think
the kobolds don't have the
I know.
are not well known for their smartness. Let's be fair.
Fair is fair. That is true. Well, I think it's true in every 1,000 births or something. We do get, just by luck, by the odds, every so often a kobold springs up like myself, a lot more intelligence than my companions. I just got lucky, I guess. And look, I can tell you have dragon blood flowing through you, and I have dragon blood flowing through me. So dragon blood to dragon blood, could you talk to the townsfolk and perhaps negotiate a deal? As I said, we're more than happy to help mine and hand over the mine to them as long as they can provide us with food and allow us to shelter down there. Then that is all we can hope for.
Scar says in Draconic, we could possibly organise something like that. Would you agree to it?
He responds in Draconic equally fluently. Oh yes, I'd be most open to that.
Well, we'll see what we can organise then. That I can't see an issue with it myself. If you're going to mine this area, the gems go to the township.
Yes,
And
yes.
the township feeds you.
Food and shelter. I mean, I know what it's the weather out there, right? I mean, you can understand why we're seeking shelter down here.
Why mine here though if the Growl are going to continue attacking you?
Well, life is risk. I mean, yes, the Growl might get us. We've been careful this far, but it's a risk. It's true.
How many of you down here?
There's 4 who are just behind me.
And 2 upstairs, 6, 7.
Well, as I said, I cannot speak for those 2 upstairs, but we have Vot, Smold, Grick, and Zerk down here with me. Say hi, guys. Hello! 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 Hello!
Well, these are my companions, Donna, Blitzen.
Donna,
no, this
Blitzen.
is Bugs, Cal. I introduced everybody. Well, can you help us get across or something like that?
Across or up? I could hold a rope at this end. I don't know. As I said, we haven't ventured over there ourselves. Though look, I need to be honest with you. I feel some trust needs to be established.
Indeed, I was about to say the same thing.
We as I said, we were thinking about venturing over into this cave here to the immediate west, but when we got across, we heard a distinct humming sound coming from this cavern to the south there. And quite frankly, the humming really threw us off. And so we just took off back here. I mean, if you want to investigate the humming, you're welcome to do it. We would provide aid to help you get across this rope. And there's just a bucket. You could sit on the bucket and drag yourself across there if you like. I mean, we can help you. I don't know how.
Just to be sure, Scar would, is checking this guy out insight-wise.
Okay, insight away.
Man, sometime I'm going to roll over 10.
It's obviously unusual that he's talking so well, considering, how his friends say, not in an unintelligible way, and he's speaking clearly, and he's offering to help. He's pointing out areas. You don't know.
Can we
seem so-
position maybe someone like Shajai or Melimak to see if he's wearing some sort of magical item, arcana?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Sure. Shajai and Malabak, make me perception checks. So 17 and 21. You take a close look at him, looking for an amulet around his neck, something like that. He has very piecemeal armor putting on. It looks as if it's constructed by several pieces of leather, not from a consistency. It pouches around his waist. You don't see anything that would give him a magical ability to speak. You don't see anything magical on him.
Looking over the cavern, can we listen out for the humming noise ourselves?
Now that he points it out, it's kind of hard to miss. It's just a very low
I think there's
like
a
that.
monk over there.
Is that the waterfall right there?
Yeah. I guess the water is still falling down here as well. So probably loud in here as well, but yeah. You still
and
hear the
this,
humming.
Bucket and rope contraption for getting across. How sturdy is that looking?
Make a survival check, Cal. Yeah, it looks solid enough. The idea is you sit in the bucket, then kind of pull yourself along the rope to get to the other edge.
Oh my god. This never ends well, like in any of the movies.
Like as I said, we did use this bucket. It's safe. Understanding trust is something that we need to earn. Perhaps you don't trust me, so I will step back. I will not interfere in any way whatsoever. And he steps back and just puts his hands up.
Scar says, well, look, if this works out fine, well, we can promise you food and a good word with the township.
Are you speaking common, Scar?
Yes, that was in common.
Yeah. We just need to find this person. We need to find the body. That's what they're really concerned with.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's something to do with that humming noise. I don't know. As I said, we don't think there's anything dangerous in this other cavern down here, but as I said, we haven't gone there.
Right. Well, keep an eye out for those growl. There's no need to step back. I'd like to trust you.
Oh, okay.
There's not much trust in the world today. A little bit more wouldn't go amiss.
How many of you are there down here, Trev? Just you and your three fellows?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Zerk!
4 fellows.
Zerk! Stop hiding! Hello! Hiding, Zerk was. Sorry!
Oh, another
If you
one.
see those other two kobolds, give them the sharp end of a sword or an arrow, would you?
Yes, we will. We will deal with them. We like to think ourselves as more civilized than other kobolds under my leadership. And you see Smole, one of the kobold rodent, just putting a claw deep into his nose. Like, it gets a little bit too deep, and one of his eyeballs just bulges out, and he brings it down. Yes, civilized. Yes, we try to be civilized.
I feel like we need some kind of insurance. I don't trust these kobolds.
Well, shall we send a couple of people over here? Tarvin, you can stay on this side. You've got a bow and arrow and that sort of thing, so we'll just as we can
Take one of the kobolds as a prisoner.
You want to take one of the kobolds as across with you?
Trying to assurance that you guys won't attack us at any point.
He kicks the kobold
Like
next
the
to him.
guy we've been
Crick!
talking with.
Ah,
Yeah, tricks.
Why don't you come with us?
you want me to go across the rope with you?
Yeah, sure.
Will
Why
you
do you go first?
will this establish trust between us?
That would go a long way.
Guys have to go
And-
first. If Trix is going to go second.
Okay. Well, if he kind of squeezes past you,
Luck's got to change at some point.
jumps into the bucket.
Oh, okay.
Drag.
All right.
Well, I thought that was the idea. Yeah. Drags across himself.
going to go first, but yeah, if he wants to.
All right. This humming is putting my. Okay. Trust is a good thing. Over in this cavern to the west, just mining area. Scar, you get across successfully, and you see, immediately looking to the south, in this smaller chamber here, you see a fossilized skull partially jutting out of the east wall, 5 feet off the ground. The skull has a larger than normal eye sockets and a curious ridge between the eyes. Nothing that would pass for a nose, and 4 small holes where one would expect to see some teeth. And you hear almost from inside of this skull,
Thinking that too, Cal.
something humming inside of the skull, but you get the impression you have to dig the skull out to do it. And can you make me an Arcana check, Scar?
Can't see you. Man, my luck is pants tonight.
You have no idea what the skull is. Definitely looks weird. Oh, spoiler alert, it's not a Klingon.
Damn.
So I'm going to do the cross thing next.
Right.
Okay.
I'll make way for you.
Yeah.
Easy enough to do, Cal. Just drag yourself over there. No skill check required. And you can make an Arcana check.
Check out his skull.
Arcana, alright, the one that I'm not skillful at, but okay.
Yeah, you don't know what it is.
Weird.
Shajaya, you're our Arcana Queen.
You go next.
Do it.
I'll go over.
Okay, so feel free just to drag your side to the other side of the rope bridge, Shajaya.
Don't look down, Shajaya.
Immediately looks down.
Yeah.
And make me a Arcana check.
Okie
Yeah.
Some guidance on that.
Ah, yeah, I think this would be fair to guide yourself. So roll a d4. We'll see if it makes it. With a 2, that gets it to a 15. It does ring a bell. And alien is not a terribly distinct way of doing it. And you remember going way back before almost time itself. These type of creatures used to rule the entire world because of their ability to control people's minds. And you recognize it as something called an Ithalid, or more specifically, a mind flayer.
Yeah. Oh no. That's bad news.
So, we back across then, everyone. Off we go. Good luck,
That's
everyone.
why
See you later.
these mind flare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
Is the humming coming from any... Oh, I'm not on that side anyway.
The humming, you can tell, Shajar, there's something humming inside of the skull.
You worry, Shajaya.
Okay. I could do a I've had my turn, or
No, we're not going in turn order. You can carry on. And just so you know, I put in roll 20 there. That's what mind flayers look like if you don't know.
Who's got the
I've already
best
done
sleight of
mine.
hand? If it's a mind flayer, maybe folks might need to sneak something out of it.
Just to be clear, it's just a skull.
Yeah, it's
Just a
fossilized.
skull, yeah.
With the humming inside it.
Yep.
Do we dig it out or do we leave it?
think
Sure.
Leave it.
Jeez.
Would you like to take a closer look, Shajaya?
And me?
Would you like to take a closer look at the skull and this
Yeah. Is that
Hang
with...
on, Shajaya. Scar will just do a divine sense on it, just to see if
Okay.
it's a type of evil of some kind.
Definitely
So
evil.
yeah, Scar will.
So
Maybe you'll be able to figure it out.
so you're trying to detect. Let's have a look.
So what is it? Oh, yeah, I'm having a look at it too. Isn't it? You can detect good, evil. Until the end of the next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
The crystal is not undead, or anything like
Or
that.
evil.
Yep, nothing coming across from the skull. I'm just going to whisper something to you, Skull.
Did you say there's a crystal in the skull?
Yeah, so the skull is in the wall, and you can hear the humming, and you kind of peer through an eye socket, and you see the skull. See the crystal inside of the skull. Oops, slight typo there, Scar. Did you see my whisper, Scar?
Yeah.
So do with that
Scar
what you
draws
will.
a sword.
Yep,
Sorry.
yep. You draw your sword.
Draws a sword, and literally charges at Trix.
Okay, you're going to attack him.
Yes.
Okay, everybody roll initiative. You'll get a surprise attack.
And
Oh no, what's got into him?
Just glad I
Right on.
finally rolled over 10.
Gah! What are you doing?
Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, so Scar, you just for so... Oh, look at all those beautiful rolls I made. Did we get everybody in successfully this time? Shajaya, what did you roll, Shajaya?
9.
9, okay. Just remember to click your token before you...
Oh God.
Yeah, that's all right. Look, I can fix it. There we go. So, Scar, you immediately rush up to Trek's sword swinging. He doesn't see this coming, so you may roll this at advantage.
Okay, he's trying to grapple while keeping his neck away from Trix's mouth.
Okay, if you want to grapple then. Oh, sure.
Oh,
So
sorry,
adds-
I rolled the wrong one.
Just make an athletics check. Would be the way to go.
Athletics,
Yeah. And you can do that at advantage as well. So roll again.
Okay,
Roll again.
One more. At advantage.
So 19. And what did you roll for initiative, Scar?
11.
11.
All up.
Okay, you get to first act anyway. Just go, what the hell? I thought we had trust established here. And he tries to slither his way out of it. But you grab him and throw him to the ground. And you have him grappled.
Right, in Draconian, he says you... Oh, no, he'll say it in common. You never told us you were undead. Where is the trust in that?
It is merely a different way of living. I mean, I'm differently alive. What's wrong with that?
What are you?
I am Trix.
Or are you vampire, zombie? What are you?
Do I look like a vampire zombie? And you've got you're pinning him to the ground and you look at him. He looks just like a kobold. There's no rotting flesh on him or anything like that.
I'll try divine sense again. I'm looking for evil on him.
Keep in mind the detect good and evil will just let you know if it's a hallowed ground or a...
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Not on a person as such.
No, you can't. There's no real spell to tell if someone
okay.
is evil
Right,
or
he-
not.
So Scar would have known that. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would have known that. But yeah, your divine sense.
Okay.
But you do know there's an undead presence about him. He's undead vibes coming off him. Look, it's just a different way of living.
Explain yourself. What happened?
Being dead.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm differently alive. Okay, I'm gonna take it as written then that everybody has got their attention firmly focused on this creature with bows knocked and spells prepared. Is anybody going to immediately attack this creature now that Scar has it pinned?
No, I'm
No.
not.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Harvin's he's keeping an eye on this corridor actually, in case his
Yeah,
friends come.
that's where I'm keeping an eye on.
Okay,
I was going to say that,
Mhm.
Cal, about the mind flayers, is that these creatures seemed so kind in comparison to their reputation.
Shajai, you know what mind flayers do is they suck brains out of people. And not an undead per se, but they like eating brains. And this creature plainly does not have his brain eaten. So it doesn't seem, in your opinion, connected to the mind flay. It just doesn't make sense because they suck their brains out and leave corpses behind with no brains. So doesn't appear to be what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Look, I apologize. I wasn't upright and forthright, but look, there was an unfortunate accident. When I was above, we came across some humans. They didn't ask questions like humans are wont to do. They attacked us without asking, slaughtered many of my brothers and sisters. I thought I was dead too, but then I just awoke and I was alive. I can't explain.
When you could speak common.
No, I've always been able to speak common. I speak as well as I can now. I mean, I pled for our lives. I pled for my life. I asked them, why do you attack us? We're just trying to survive like everybody else. But they attacked us. Sure.
Oh my God! Come on, Riff.
It's not that you believe him. It's not that you don't believe him. You don't know. You don't know. He could be telling the truth. He could be lying. You don't know.
Well, Scar would like to believe him. He's freaking undead.
I prefer
This guy's undead.
differently alive.
I will be keeping an eye on you.
Oh, of course. Tawak, as a further act of good faith, I mean, I apologize for not revealing my biggest secret, but look, take my daggers, take my javelins. I do not have any weapons on me. I guess I could attack you with my claws, but not nearly as effective as these daggers. And he just throws these weapons away. Gives them to you, Scar. Look, I'm okay.
Oh, Scar takes them, but he's like, well, if I was undead, I probably wouldn't need these.
Oh, fair, but, I'm just trying to be helpful.
I'm keeping an eye on you. And with that, Scar lets him go and takes a step behind him just to keep an eye on him.
And he stands up.
So did we want to get that crystal out and see what's going on?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Shajaya, you're closer to it. What do you do? Do you want to take a closer look at the crystal?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, make another Arcana check. You can guide yourself if you like.
Okay.
So 11 plus...
I didn't push my. Sorry.
That's right, 12. You do sense that it is magical in some way. It is a magical crystal. Beyond that, with that roll, you're not sure. But you know, though, if you sat down and studied it for an hour, you could probably work out exactly what it does.
Should we take a short rest?
Not yet.
She studies it.
Hmm.
Do you
I'm
trust the
gonna-
kobolds that much?
Not entirely, especially much less now.
Look, nothing has changed. I mean, yes, I'm differently alive, but we still just want to work. Seek shelter from the cold.
Is there anybody still... Tarvin, are you still across the other side?
I don't understand how undead can feel the cold.
Maybe, Tarvin, if you could just check the necks of the other kobolds across the other side.
We,
Bitten or something.
Mullenmuck
Just
and
a
I
quick look.
maybe could
Check.
herd these kobolds back as far back as they can down the corridor, and we can have a little look. Obviously, they'll be aware, Malcolm, that their leader is being held captive.
He's being surrounded at the moment. Sky lit him up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not being
around.
held captive. He's being surrounded.
And
Yeah, okay.
these
I'm
guys are
into-
just watching curiously. They haven't moved to be aggressive. They do have javelins and daggers and stuff too, but they're not.
They're not acting zombie-ish or undead in any way,
No.
are they?
Can I look? So can I roll a perception check to look for sort of undead
Still.
traits?
White-
Yeah.
white marks
A
on the neck.
wound or
Yeah, yeah. Hold still, Greg. Ah! Careful where you touch me, creep! You don't see any rotting flesh. You don't see any. I think you mentioned bite marks in the neck for a vampire. And Scar, you were about where Cal was. You saw Greg. Greg is not undead. This is Greg here, right next to Tarvin.
okay, so they're fine. It's just their leader is undead.
Differently alive. Yeah.
I think it was Bugsy. I heard someone said. You are right. I do not feel the cold, but it is my responsibility to take care of my brothers and sisters over there. I'm not the selfish type, you know. One must take care of those you're related to. But you're right. I do not feel the cold. But it's not all about me. Just trying to live my best. No, I was going to say best life here, but maybe best unlife here.
Is he a typical size for a kobold?
Yes. Kind of about cow size, about 3-4 foot tall.
Right.
Shajaya, do you do anything with this crystal? Do you grab the crystal?
I have got this thing called Mage Hand.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
Now you're thinking.
I can manipulate an object, open the object, and take something out.
You could definitely take this crystal out without touching it using Mage Hand easily enough.
Yeah.
Hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more. Okay, so I hope I can do that.
Yep.
What?
Yep. You use your Mage Hand, and what you see is a crystal in your Mage Hand. Nothing bad happens, no traps go off, but you have the crystal in your Mage Hand.
Is it the crystal that's humming? Or is it
Yes.
still coming from that direction? Okay.
It's
Okay.
definitely the crystal.
The crystal is humming.
Mm-hmm.
It's my turn's gone, isn't it?
No turn order. You can carry on. It's not Shardolin.
I do Arcana on it while or is there no point doing that again?
No point. If you sat down and study it for a while, for like an hour, you could probably work out what it does.
Okay.
Do you guys feel like this might be the right idea? Do we trust these people?
What is trust?
It's hard to know why it would be in the skull. Like,
Magic.
I can certainly sit down for. I don't know, is that something I can do? Is sit down and.
Yep. Will take an hour.
Scar calls out to the others as well that it's a dead end over this side, I believe.
No
So
dead
maybe this
bodies
is
there?
no dead bodies here. Could be a good time to take a look at it, at that humming.
Do we know if mind flayers generally have crystals that are created? Because how else could they control minds, right?
Shijai is the crystal specialist.
Shajaya, with the Arcana check you know before, you know that mind flayers don't typically have a crystal in their skull. That is not the source of their power.
Okay.
Oh.
Someone's
Uh,
put it in there.
Bugsy, do you want a survival on the skull? You can do that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Putting on your Indiana Jones archaeologist hat. You work out that it is less of a skull and more of a stone. So you get the impression it's been fossilized in some way, and it could be thousands of years old.
This could be some kind
Oh,
of
wow.
altar.
It could be.
Yeah.
And you kind of dig a little bit kind of behind the skull. Maybe it's suspecting to find a body. You don't find a body of a mind flayer. It's purely the skull.
Interesting. Is it light enough to carry?
Yeah, it's just about a fist size. Oh, no, it's about 5 centimeters.
Oh, so it's a very small skull, like a baby.
No, so the skull is approximately human size, the skull. But the crystal is about 5 centimeters long.
Okay.
It's crystal inside the skull.
So it's a tiny skull inside a normal, tiny crystal inside a normal size skull.
Take the fossilized skull. Is that?
Yep, you can. Yep, you have a fossilized mind flayer skull.
Can I get
Yeah.
much of a sense of what type of rock the skull has been transformed into? I've got a sort
Yes.
of a rock scent, dwarven minor. Does it look like an unusual type of rock?
No.
Yep, okay, ordinary rock.
Yeah, ordinary rock, yep. So there was talk of sitting down for a rest. Is that what you guys are going to do?
If
I just
Oscar
think we
says
should
to...
be on-
Oh, sorry.
I don't think we should be on this side of the rope. Should we go back the other side? Find somewhere a little bit safer?
Yeah, there's a dead end over this area. Maybe
Okay.
we'll have a search of it. There's definitely some ore that could be chipped away to find gems.
Yep.
But other than that, I don't see much else.
If you guys
Mark
want
will
to,
happily stand guard. He doesn't
Yeah.
need a short rest.
same with Tarvin.
Yeah.
And,
Hereabouts you're
while we're
resting
having
in
short
here?
rests, maybe T-Rex. I want to call him T-Rex now. Who wrote that?
Tracks!
Maybe Trex could send his 4 lads back up that hole to sort out the bucket for us and stand guard up there. Get rid of those other 2 kobolds. Be a good show of faith.
Oh, okay. Okay, you 4 up there. Try your best to repair the bucket. And they go and do that and they come back. I can't get up there. Too tall. Can't reach top. Can't fly. What do? Can't.
That's all right.
So, are we 2 or 3 levels down now, you reckon?
This is 3.
This is 3.
This is
yeah.
Okay, so we have, we think, investigated the mine.
Yep.
Haven't found that other guy. He must have fallen down there.
Well,
Is it the only- there's still.
Have we been in here?
Yeah, no, we don't know what's down there.
Check it out and then decide whether we want to short rest it.
We can always
Tarvin,
jump down the hole.
Tarvin, you'll have a quick look down there. It's a dead end. There's not much interest down this way.
Oh, so it is. Yeah, nothing there. Okay.
Righto.
So short rest?
While Shijai checks out the crystal, scully, humming stuff.
Should one of us mine some ores?
That's a good idea. Cow.
Okay, so let's spend the hour. Let's assume you're all in this room here, because if nothing else, it's quite defendable. Those who don't need a short rest, Shajai, you can't do this because you're checking out the crystal. Scar, you having a dig around?
Does anybody need healing?
Nope.
Because I
can
can heal
survive.
people up and then have short
Well,
rest and get my healing.
I'm still 3 points short of.
You can
Oh,
get
my
that in your
gosh.
short rest, and I'll do some digging if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Scar will keep an eye on Trex. Not there yet.
Okay.
So he'll just keep an eye on Trex.
Okay, so
Staying off
Malamak.
fish, but still keeping an eye on him.
Okay, so Malamak, you're foregoing
I
a
wanna
short
look
rest.
for the shiniest piece to start digging.
Okay, let's start with Bugs then. Bugs, roll me a D100. And of course, you don't get a short rest because you're digging, you're mining. So with a 66, you fortunately don't find anything. Malamak, if you're digging as well, I think. So, or you can also roll me a D100. With a 27, you also find nothing. Cal, can you resist the urge?
He needs to rest.
Oh, he needs to rest. Okay, short rest.
Take the short rest, yeah.
I will have a
Tarvin,
dig though. Tarvin will have
Okay.
a dig.
roll me a D100.
There we go.
Ooh, you do find something.
Hello.
You find about an acorn-sized of a rock called Termalaine, which is this particular one is a pale green one, and I'll just copy the full description. It's not quite the jackpot you're looking for. It's slightly flawed, but you could get 10 gold pieces for it.
Okay.
So that's it, I think, for mining.
Yeah, Shajaya. What she found?
Shajaya. So, you work out what this thing is, and it's something called a psi crystal. And it has lots of useful features. I'll bring it up for you. And this is something that you'd place in the center of your head, like a gemstone in your head. And while you're... well, I'll show you. This is what it does.
In your head,
Whoa.
they are fighting.
Intelligence score 3 or higher. Oh well.
You have a torch on your head at the same time. You could use it for mining. If your intelligence score is 3, sweet, I can see 5 feet in front of me.
Well, telepathy, eh?
Very cool.
It's very cool.
Cool.
All yours, Shazar. You might as well carry it.
Okay.
What's your intelligence score, Shajai?
Well, I'm just looking here. Not great.
I've got 3 with low eyesight.
I mean, you're in
Is the score the number 15 or the +2 above it?
15.
Oh, it's the 15.
15.
Yeah.
15's pretty good. I've got 12, so you definitely beat me.
Well, I
I'm
should-
wondering. I don't know what.
I've got
Bugs is-
16.
Oh, I'm wondering if it should go with Bugs because he's going to be jumping ahead of us a lot to stealth stuff out, and it'd be a good communication device for him to tell us
I know,
what's
but
going
I
on.
was
it casts
thinking,
light.
but also with the dim
benefit,
light,
yeah.
yeah.
Can he shut off the light though? Is that a power or is it always on?
I think it's always on.
Oh, okay. Scratch that idea. Sorry, guys.
And where did it go?
Are you...
Sorry.
Okay, I'll bring it up again.
As long as you remained attuned to it.
Now, with attunement, you're allowed to attune to a maximum of 3 items. At the moment you have 0, so it's no problem, but it would use up one of your slots.
Is it something that can be covered by, say, a hood, or is there always
Yep.
going to be?
Yep.
Can we share
That's the
it?
way to do it.
Can we share it?
You could, but when you pass it across to another person, they'd have to attune to it as well, which takes an hour.
Ah, okay.
Who's got the most intelligence? I think that anyone with a 16 or above should take it for maximum effect, right?
16.
Yeah. And wear a bandana like Usagi Ojimbo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I cover it up myself,
Nice.
if I
Yeah.
need to see, then I've got, yeah.
Plan.
Okay, so you're taking it, Bugs?
If that's okay with everyone.
Yeah.
What's your
I
intelligence?
think
Bug?
it's a good idea if he's going to be stealthing
Oh,
for us.
yeah.
Yeah. And you have the telepathy up to 120 feet, which is quite nice. And you no longer need to carry a torch.
You've also
Yeah,
got
my hands are free.
You've got a week to read up about the telepathy rules.
Yeah. Oh, is it 15 words? Or
No. It's you just talking into someone's head and they talk back.
Oh, cool.
That's it. Yeah.
So,
Can that be more than one person at once, or is it just one person? It's left down there.
Just one person at a time.
What if I click on it?
Like if Bugs talks to Shajar, you guys have no idea what they're talking about. Yeah. So it's one way and one at a time.
oh,
The tricks. Trick him into thinking it's his god.
I think we've examined everything we can by going down the hole itself. Maybe we should start making our slow way back up that tubey and back to the bucket.
How do we get
To the bucket.
up though?
Climbing
Well,
there
I've had
would be
an
slow.
idea.
that's
I
an
might,
idea.
I might not be the brightest amongst us, but Shajaya could transform again, climb all the way back up, or a mountain goat could climb all the way back up, and then we could fix the ropes and stuff ourselves.
Nice.
Yes.
Now we're going to get ambushed by them at the top now.
Well, if we send up
There's
a
only
great
two of them.
mighty spider,
Why can't we
Yeah,
take
that might scare them off.
Can we take tricks with us and he can negotiate?
Oh yeah, that's a point.
Of course. For no particular reason,
The spider?
for no particular reason, Bugs, can you roll me a D100, please?
Oh, is Trix still over there? Well,
Sure.
sorry, I'm gonna stay where Trix is. Thought he'd moved.
Coming up 28. Okay, thank you.
28 days to live. Oh my god!
Yeah, but
Player.
I don't know. It's gonna send you something in Discord, Bugs. So just
28
Yep.
days to live.
Hey, can you talk to the slide egg inside me? And tell it not to come out.
Find out what if it's a boy or a girl.
Stay where you are, you egg.
egg is such a New Zealand word. I love it.
Yeah.
I saw a movie in New Zealand set in the 80s or something, and it's the worst thing you could call someone was an egg. It's great. Okay. Just chatting the Bugs here.
Yep,
So
cool.
do with that what you will, Bugs, and we'll just leave it at that. And obviously, no one else. You guys, yeah, Bugs looks perfectly normal for the moment. She tunes to it and she glows with this radiance. And all right, so you're planning to find a way back up to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spider Woman.
So Shajar, you're going to climb up.
So
Is that the idea?
The animal, one of the animals, that maybe is going to climb up with the bucket and then reform, turn back into a human or whatever, and tie the bucket rope so we can all ascend.
Okay, Trix comes along for the ride. Look, I think I'll come with you. I'll stay out on the outskirts of town, all right? You can set a guard on me if you like. But I think it'd be best if they agree in principle, then I can at least talk to them. I think that's fair. I have no weapons.
Well, I agreed to put in a good word. I'll bring somebody up to speak with you, and then they can make up their mind.
Okay, so I'll follow you up. No problem. So how is Shajaya or Malamak climbing up?
What about both of us, just in case, so that there's at least 2 people?
Sure.
Can Trex yell out to say, don't attack, don't attack?
Well, of course. Any kobolds out there? These are friends of the kobolds. They only want to help us. Please do not attack. I hope that speech was good enough. I can't promise anything.
Well, I'll have to turn into a cat.
Are you going to turn into cat? Okay.
Yeah, I have to turn into a cat because I need the night vision.
Bat? Can you turn into a bat?
I can't fly, mate. Can't fly. Wait five
What else
more
have you
turns.
got?
5 more. I don't want to wait 5.
No,
And the rest of us ready in action in case that creature comes back.
Sure. So, Malamak, you're a cat. Shajaya, you're a...
We'll go back into a giant spider.
Oh, and while you're a giant spider, can you web up that section there in case that Grell comes back?
Wow.
When I first turned into a giant spider, was I meant to get extra hit points?
Are
Get the
you
hit point of the animal itself.
of the spider? Yep. So
Yeah.
at the very least, you have a hit point buffer now.
Yeah.
So
I didn't add them the first time, so when I took 12, I ended up with 6, but I should I have more?
No, the damage would have been done to the spider form, and when you revert back, you're fine.
Sometimes
Okay,
on
so-
Roll20, Malcolm, it holds on to the previous damage that you've had when you've been something before. So-
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Bottom line, Shajaya,
hit
you're
points in your spider.
you're a maximum hit points and maximum spider hit points. Okay, so a giant spider and a cat climb to the top.
This is a joke, isn't it? A giant spider and a cat climb to the top.
So we'll get a
Yep.
giant spider up the top there. Boop, whoops.
I'm going to be just behind the spider so that the spider pops out first.
Okay, and a cat.
The cat also has... Can the cat do it stealthily? 'Cause he has decent stealth.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll roll my stealth check. Did that come through? No. Meow, 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 meow.
Okay. Now. I am
Mullen,
going
trying to be a
to...
stealthy cat.
Now my hit points have turned into failure, success, death saves.
Okay, so here's the thing. Both of you guys climb to the top of the shaft. No problem whatsoever. As you poke your head above the top, the growl was hiding in a corner at the top of the shaft, and I just rolled the stealth check, and it rolls an 18, which is greater than both Malamak's and Shajaya's passive perception. So the growl will get a free attack against the spider, and it is going to attack the spider at advantage with its tentacles, and rolls a 16, which beats the spider's... damn it! Immune to poison. It tried this before. So it's going to wait for the spider to creep on by, and its head's going to attack the cat.
Meow, meow, meow.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
The cat's
Malamak.
so constitutional. So constitutional. See there,
Comes
the
in
cat's
at
immune to
20.
everything.
Here it comes.
The tentacles immediately wrap around you, Malamak. You're paralyzed, and you immediately start plummeting to the floor below. And you're going to take 10d6 damage as you plummet to the ground. Vroomf. So you take 30 points of damage. Well, actually, you take 28 points of damage because a cat takes 2 hit points of it. And you take 28 points of damage, Malamak, and that knocks you out, right?
Yeah, I'm at -2, so I am 0.
Yeah, you're 0. And that sounds like a suitable cliffhanger to end it. We have Shajaya all alone against the Growl, with Malamak bleeding out on the bottom. And that is,
Wow.
I think, where we should end it. Where did the Growl go? It went down, it healed itself up like you guys did, then went to the place where it knew it would have an advantage, which was the top of the bucket. And of course, there's no way up. This is effectively going to be Shajaya versus the Growl. I don't see any way you guys can help. I mean, you're 100 feet below. There's no rope. You don't have eyes on it. But maybe you'll have creative solutions. Tune in next week and we'll see what happens. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. That was a lot of fun as always. And we'll pick up on this cliffhanger next week. Okay,